Why do you never count down to 1?
Because I'm unmuting the
3?
mics and everything. Yeah, well, I say 3. You should be able to do
Koibu
1 second in your head.
Koibu did it during shenanigans. He goes 3, 2, 1, and then he does it.
Okay, well, I have to unmute 2 things and then switch. Okay, we'll try again. There, and now there's like 2 seconds of downtime after I say, okay.
We were ready.
Hey guys, welcome to Gnomes, and Catacombs, episode 17. I am joined by my lovely cast here today. Devin Nash, LilyPichu, Mr. Moisture, and Koibu. How are you guys all doing on this wonderful day? Start with Koibu.
I am doing well. I also was on a trip recently, although not nearly as far as you've gone, so I'm still pretty tired and wiped from it.
Where'd you go?
How are you doing? Northern California. I had some friends that were getting married in this small backwater town called Gray Eagle. It's a pretty sweet wedding, but it was a lot of celebrating and a lot of traveling and a lot of dancing.
Steven!
What's up, Lily?
Our names are mixed. Mine and Devin.
Oh my god, why do you do this to me?
I didn't do anything. It's just mixed.
Something wrong with being mixed?
Okay, Devin, turn off your camera. Devin, how was your week?
Very well, sir. I've been taking a lot of improv classes.
Nice.
Yes, and I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been going really good. I've been learning how to build characters and how to do work on that. I'm doing a lot of work in Nerd Fusion. We got an expansion project we're doing for the company, and I've been working on my YouTube a lot, trying to take after my friend Steven and his commentary videos a little bit. But I'm doing a lot of like Twitch gaming meta stuff that's really interesting to me. Following some of the latest developments in Twitch analytics and stuff. So I've been working on my YouTube, and I'm waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow for the Pinterest IPO, and then I'm going to be on stream at 8. So I'm super excited to be here at 10 o'clock.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Moisture? What have you been up to?
It's 1 a.m. here, and I wake up every morning at 8 a.m. So there you go.
Do you have class tomorrow morning?
Yep.
Wow. What class?
I'm not going to go to class tomorrow. So
why not?
Because you fucked around too long.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask the pilot to fly a little faster. How you doing, Lily?
Well, you could have scheduled a different day to come back.
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How was TwitchCon?
It was a lot of fun. I saw a lot of cool people.
Did you have a lot of fun? Did you hang out with your friends?
Yeah, I sure did.
Did you socialize? Network?
Yeah, socialized a ton. Felt good, Lily.
Really happy to hear that.
Yeah, you should have been there.
What was the craziest thing that happened to you?
I don't know if anything crazy happened.
What was the most fun thing that happened to you?
The event itself was very strange in that I don't know if you, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you go to normal TwitchCon, the Twitch viewer base is very segmented. There's League fans, Fortnite fans, and then I don't know what I'm in, IRL people fans like Trainwrecks, S-Fan, Asmongold, all those. And there's huge swaths of Twitch that I don't think even know that me or Greek God X even exist. And then, and that I don't even know they exist. When I go to a normal TwitchCon, if I'm at TwitchCon NA, it's pretty rare that somebody stops me and says hi, unless I'm in a specific area for me. So it's oh, okay, I guess, which is fine. I know Twitch is huge and it's pretty segmented off. But at TwitchCon EU, it was the whole community there was all the people that had known S-Fan and me and Trainwrecks and that whole community and XQC, all those people. So it was anywhere you walked, you would get stopped by lines of people, which was it was just a really weird experience, but it was really awesome. I felt like a mini celebrity.
Aren't you also substantially more famous relative to last year at TwitchCon?
I wouldn't say substantially more. I mean, I am a little, but I talked to a bunch of the other streamers as well, and they all kind of felt the same way. It seemed like the EU audience, or at least the people at TwitchCon, were a lot less centered around games and whatnot. But yeah.
Are you going to TwitchCon at NA?
Of course, Lily. Why are you?
I might.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna come to LA very soon to visit y'all. We're gonna go for about 2 weeks for E3, I think.
Okay. Cool. All right.
So taking the whole Nerd Fusion cast down there.
Sounds awesome. Okay, cool. Anybody else? Are we good? Are we ready to rock?
I'm excited to see your character, Steven.
Are you?
It's gonna be dark and edgy.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm ready.
All right, so let's kick it off. Where last we left, the party was in Fendon.
Real quick, the only thing I still need to roll HP. I don't know if you're gonna do that now or later or what.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. How do I do it?
You're gonna roll. Warlocks have D8 hit points, right? That's their hit die size.
D12. I don't remember, but I think it's the D8 probably sounds more accurate.
That's probably more accurate. Let's double check anyway. It might be a D12, you know. I might have just been overlooking it this entire time. Warlock. D8. All right, so give me 4d8 plus.
So rude,
10
Lily.
Roll
plus
4.
3
Let me
times
push the top
5.
back on.
Wait, roll 48 plus what?
48 plus 8 plus 3 times 5.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Roll 48 plus 8 plus
Yeah, so
3
you get-
times 5, so plus 15, right?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's quite nice.
Is it? I think it's pretty average, but okay.
Yeah. It's maybe a little below average.
It's not Lily's roll.
Should. Yeah, you're 2 HP below dead average, which
Yeah.
is fine.
Okay.
Your character just needs to get stronger, dude.
My character's gonna be all the way in the back. You're the one that needs to be strong for us.
So last we left, the party was in Fenden. You had talked to little Bobby, and you had asked him to sail you all the way
Wait,
over.
little Jimmy.
Oh wait, hold on.
Little Bobby's the little guy. The 9-year-old.
Oh, right, little Jimmy. Right, little
Sorry.
Bobby's the one that you brought from Copper Hill.
Yeah.
You'd asked him to sail you all the way back to Eridon so you could go to Stromheim. And so you could free Joris from the prisons in Stromheim on the behalf of Malachi, right?
Yep.
Cool. So, as you're all making your way to probably Dusty's Tavern, where you have rooms that are covered for you, you get approached by Wyatt in the streets, looking around, looking kind of suspicious and a little bit worried. It's maybe late afternoon, early evening now when you guys are running.
What's wrong, Wyatt?
The gnome. Where's the gnome?
I'm assuming
Where's
he's
the
right
gnome?
next to me.
Jared looks at you.
I'm gonna make like kind of give you a little bit of like background. Gerald is kind of like brooding, a little bit dark. He's had some character development over the, as he's had a little bit of time to think. So he's just kind of hanging in the back. And yes, I am here. What is it? You approach near.
He kind of makes a motion and squats down and whispers close to you, saying, Major Tavington is looking for you. You, specifically. He has your name, your visage, your height, a small list of spells you know, your equipment, and somewhat your traveling companions. I don't know if he knows about the bard.
Any idea of how he got this knowledge, you know?
He grimaces a little bit and goes, one of my former compatriots, associates, has betrayed me, betrayed us, and given up your details under duress of torture.
We knew not that you had associates. We were not introduced to this one. Why not tell us? Why not tell us? For information together, I thought we left none.
I didn't follow that very well, but we should go inside somewhere. And maybe you can say it again in a way that I can understand. But
so
let's
we
get
shall.
off the street, he says, and walks with you guys quickly back to Dusty's Tavern.
Okay, we follow.
What were you saying? I didn't follow you at all.
I was rhyming, but I just basically said, why didn't you tell us that you had friends in the first place? Yeah, we didn't know that anyone else knew. We thought it was Wyatt and us. It's Wyatt and some other people. Now.
Well, it's complicated. I have many associates all over the world. Most of them know nothing about you. A few I have trusted with key bits of information, mostly to get that book to you while you were in Pernissus.
I see. Well, I hope this doesn't become a trend, but let's move into the tavern to discuss this issue we must mend.
It is going to become an issue. He's on his way here. To Fendon.
Paddington is here?
On his way. He
How
left
soon?
Pernissus 2 days ago. He should be here 2 or 3 days from now.
Then we have no time to waste. Let's go to the tavern and talk about it. Make haste.
Okay. He will take you back down to the basement in Dusty's Tavern, where there are a few other people here, in addition to Wyatt. He introduced you to his 2 associates, Clint and Blanche, back in this same room that you guys are always in.
Did we meet Clinton before?
You have not met Clint or Blanche. These are new names to you. Wyatt pans to one, says, "This is Clint. He is my heavy lifter, and this is Blanche, his bodyguard."
I am Gerald Knott. I am an old mage. Come to you in this hour. Not yet enraged, but I am wondering, what is the stage for the information you have? Pray tell.
Well, he's coming here looking for you. Of all the opportunities we will ever have to end this man's life, it's now. You are the perfect bait.
He comes here in what kind of force?
I presume he's bringing knights and men-at-arms with him.
Do you know
I would be
numbers?
surprised if he brought less than 50.
50. That's enough to take over the entire town, is it not?
Certainly. But we have advanced warning, and you are a wizard. You can invisibility yourself and your friends, and
Some wizard I am. I could not even save my friends. They're all dead.
True.
Now I'm the only one, not even at the head of this whole thread, this story we weave. And I know not how you think that we, these thieves, can take on 50 soldiers and their party. You suggest that we attack? With what resources do we have at our back?
I have brought in a specialist who has been most helpful in acts of murder. I can call for him now, and he makes a sign to Blanche, who leaves the room and comes back with a new person. It is a sort of dark-skinned half-elf with a crossbow, and what else do you have, Kumo?
I have 2 bolt cases that adorn either side of my body and a wonderful large dark blue cloak.
I thought you were gonna do a voice.
Well, he's asking me out of character. Why do I have to describe it in voice?
Concerned.
Yeah, chill.
You're also wearing a breastplate.
Indeed I am, although I don't know if you'd be able to see that over my wonderful cloak, or under my wonderful cloak.
Okay. Perhaps when you're walking in and the cloak is beside you, but once you stop moving, it'll come in front and cover it all.
Maybe, yeah.
Wyatt turns and says, "This is Kumo."
Hail. Our courier brings a strong warrior.
He doesn't look that tough.
I love your coat.
Thank you. It is a wonderful opportunity to meet all of you. Is this the legendary Captain and the Barbos? I have heard so many tales, the adventures that you've gone on over these lands.
I am captain, and me and Gerald are kind of at the helm together now.
But of course you are the
Barbos.
captain. Just look at you. You look like a mighty fine warrior.
You're a mighty fine lad, sir. You can see a great man.
I absolutely can, and I have not met a man greater than the one that I see before me today. I heard that you need my assistance. I am so honored that I could help your party today. Who are we after?
As much as I think we'd like your assistance, I'll look to Gerald. I don't think we can do this. What they ask of us.
I nod a couple of times, pace a few steps, and few sparks fly off my fingertips as I consider it.
That's funny. I didn't take you for a bunch of little bitches.
Wait, did Wyatt
who
say
said
that?
this?
Who said
Who
that?
said this?
Wyatt says this.
Oh.
I ready a fireball.
I'll just look to Wyatt. Wyatt, we've done your dirty work. You've done nothing to help us this entire time except fetch us some stupid information.
Barbo
to
is
go on
quite
mission.
right.
Food, lodging, money, resources.
Money? You
I
gave us
have-
like 100 gold. I'll throw 50 gold on the ground.
I have backed you with all sorts of useful tools. this
You
entire
have done
time.
nothing. Barbo is completely correct. You have followed our story while taking your glory on this quest for some kind of redemption from an enemy we did not even know. And now, what do you show? A man, a single one? For us, what is this plan? 4 men to take on, and an intern to take on 50 knights and soldiers?
Don't take them on head on, you fools.
Then what do you suggest? What is your best plan for this
It
quest?
doesn't seem like you've thought anything through. You just expect us to do it again.
While they're all talking with each other, can I quietly cast Mage Hand and get that 50 gold off the floor and put it in my pocket?
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay, I've added 50 gold to my character sheet.
Mage Hand requires verbal and somatic components, so you can give me like maybe a sleight of hand to try and make it.
He has to
not
beat my
noticeable.
passive perception. too.
Yeah, he's gonna have to beat your passive perception of like. Did you say 22?
18.
18. Okay.
So I
22 would be
I have to
outrageous.
beat an 18 on this roll.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll
Yeah,
notice
see-
it, but I won't say anything because you
Okay.
complimented me. I
Yep.
took the gold off.
Okay.
Sure. All right, you pick up the 50 gold surreptitiously while this is going on, and Wyatt says, "Fine, I have a plan. He will have a place to sleep when he gets here, or on the road. You find his tent, his room. You sneak in the night when when the rest of his army's away from him. You take out the 1 or 2 guards on him, and then you kill him."
I have a plan. Kumo, I'll look to the crossbolts. How accurate are you with that?
I am the best shot in these lands, Captain Barbo. I swear I will not let you down.
I'll pull out my vial of poison and show Gerald. Gerald, you can do prestidigitation, correct?
I can.
Could you make a gnome who would stand in the street to parlay with the great Tavington?
This is a good idea. I think a distraction we could definitely create, and then perhaps a rooftop we could find where Kumo resides, and my spell of invisibility weaves him together into the hidden shadow. What know you, Kumo, of this of magic?
Of magic, of course, I am well versed in some of the dark arts. However, I'm not sure if we're going to have an opportunity to kill this man in the way that you really wish us to. I imagine Tavington is quite the powerful person. How are we going to isolate such a man?
Oh, an assassination with poison, we may not need to isolate him. We may be able to shoot and then run, yes? I think is maybe what Barbo's suggesting.
And this man has no guards, has no protection from ranged attack? You think it would be as easy as...
He's very, we've dealt with Tavington before. He's very boisterous and full of himself. He feels that nothing can ever touch him.
A proper distraction, like an image of some sort of me, he'll send his guards, will he not? He'll probably not engage me himself.
Specifically for the man who killed his son.
Wyatt, how long do we have until this man arrives at this town?
2 or 3 days.
Maybe we should spend
Even
a deal of
then-
time outside getting familiar with the city, and we can look and see if this plan is even possible.
He could then even be in a carriage, and I'm sure that you'll be able to spot him from the inside of it.
Perhaps.
How strong is the poison, Barbo?
I don't think I'd know in person, but we got it at the what's his name? Count Vicious's house. We got it at Count Vicious's manor, and all of his other items were of the toppest of tier, so I assume that this is one of the strongest poisons in the land.
Which
Is
I
it-
gave you a type that it was.
You gave me a full vial of poison. That was all I had.
Sure, but did I say like type A B C D E F G
Nope.
something like that?
Never had it.
Never had the type. Okay.
Wasn't given it, no.
Was it Fenden where you met the blind gnome who was a poison dealer? Would he know?
Think I met him, no, I would have met him in Rockwave or Clydesdale.
So we have not time to contact that gnome. Unfortunate. Well, is there anyone home here
I've
where
had
we
2
roam?
weeks. Would I have been able to deduce what type of poison this was?
You've been traveling pretty heavily on the road, so I don't think you've had time to stop and check it out. Let's see. Give me a
Deception.
nature and an animal handling, both. Yeah, you're not familiar. It's a liquid, but it could have been extracted either from a creature or from a plant, and you're not certain which one.
How much
Why?
liquid is in this vial? Would it be reasonable to
It's
test it on to take a drop and test it on something, or?
Well,
Sure.
hold on. Wyatt, you're a rogue of sorts, vested in the shadow. What do you know of poisons that flow?
I have an associate who knows much about these things. I could get that sorted out for you. There's also, this is a little bit more tricky, I could arrange a meeting with the man here in our tavern. But it would cause once the deed was done, the tavern would be brought down. So another meeting place might need to be arranged.
When you say
I'm
brought
certain
down,
If Tavington dies in this establishment,
ah,
his men will burn the whole thing to the ground. But, as I said, I know people. I feel certain that within a few days of his arrival, I could hold a meeting with him. Maybe somewhere out in the woods. He would bring just a few guards with him. And if you were well hidden, it might
I
work.
think the most unconspicuous place would be here in this tavern. And I think it's time for you to take a loss if you want this man dead so badly.
well, why
I've
would
already taken a
Tavington?
loss.
Why would Tavington meet with you specifically? And what is your importance to a man of his
They
stature?
were old war buddies.
Is that so?
No. I have many family members. We stretch far and wide in a broad and loosely affiliated network across Drekis, Mistria, and Akuba, and Eridon.
So you are
and
confident
Mataba.
that you can get this man, as part of your plan, into a forest alone with a few guards, only known, and if we are properly not shown, we can destroy him.
They'll be his best guards for certain, but yes.
Well,
Yes.
then perhaps we must be confident in this new arrival's strength. And I look over to Kumo. Pray tell, what do you believe the length of your strength is, Kumo?
Length is an odd way to measure a man's strength, but I believe I'm up to the task of whatever you can assign me to do.
You think that's a better idea, Wyatt, than creating an illusion as he comes
No.
into town?
I think the illusion's a better idea. And once Tavington dies meeting with me, my use to you will be very little, and I too will be a wanted man.
I think that I'll look to Gerald. If you think we can pull the illusion off, I think that is probably the best way to go. And then Kumo could. No one will know who did it. Really, it's an archer.
Yes. I think the best way to do it would be to understand the town very well over the next couple of days, and then try to find a rooftop or hidden enclosure where Kumo can fire the poison bolt, and we create the illusion in the middle of the crowd and try to create as much chaos as possible that will allow us to flee after the deed is done. Do you think that is a reasonable option, Barbo?
I think that's reasonable, and it's a big vial of poison, so maybe we could have me on another rooftop.
Can I
get a
intrude
crossbow.
on your conversation? And
Hello,
whisper
Pearl.
really loudly, are we poisoning someone?
It does seem like that, Pearl, and we're going to give the crossbow bolts and Barbo's daggers a twirl and see what happens.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, go on.
Got it. I give her the thumbs up, and there's a little flame of light that appears on it.
Can I go buy a
Prestidigitation.
crossbow bolt? A crossbow.
Yes, you can buy a crossbow. Would you want a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow?
I'd want a heavy one probably.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna use it one time and like dip on it.
With 2 days, we could also set up traps. If we, Wyatt, know you where Tavington will travel to find to come into this town?
There's
there a
only
place
one
he'll
way
go?
into the town from the south. That's across the bridge at the south side of
Ah.
town. Another vulnerability. But he'll be crossing it with all of his men.
Correct. Are there crowds on this bridge, or only him when he crosses?
I expect he'll be in the middle of his entourage.
Well, with enough traps and 2 days of preparation, we can take out the bridge and then attack.
if we take out
We'd
the
have
bridge,
to be taking
how...
on 50 people. I think we should
bring
let
down
him
the
come
whole
down.
ire of everyone. You can't destroy the bridge in and out of Fenden to withdraw Renta.
I think we should
Still
let
a
him
bridge.
come into town. My gnomish friend, and we'll have me and Kumo on rooftops with poison on our bolts.
I agree. I nod and I head over to Barbo. I think we should take a scout of the town and see what is about to go down.
Wyatt, we do need this poison checked out when we're scouting the town.
He nods, and will take the
Give him the
what do
vial.
you call it? The vial from you. Yeah.
I'll look to Gerald. We could test it on our intern, and joke.
I'm ready.
No, Pearl. Probably that would mean your death, and we've had too much of that in the
Pearl,
last
can you tell
few.
us about your spells?
Keep your breath. Yes,
My
Pearl.
spells?
Yeah.
What are
can
you
do?
capable of?
Make people laugh, and I can make them invisible, and I can make them sleep, and I can make them weigh like they're nothing.
You can make people sleep?
Yeah.
One
That's
person
quite
or
a-
many people?
That's quite a power. I'm familiar with this magic as well.
Am I going to be useful?
Well,
Can I fight with
what
you,
Barbo asked you, can you sleep? You can make many people fall asleep, can you not?
Is it a radius or is it one?
Only up to 3.
Whoops.
Interesting. Well, this could assist us a great deal. Yes, if we have extra guards. Are you capable in a fight? Can you handle your own?
I can fight. I can definitely fight. I'll be useful.
What do you fight with?
I kind of just stay far away and cast stuff.
Okay.
So
I
Wyatt,
have a sword. I can fight with a sword. I don't want to be an intern anymore.
You're gonna be
Well,
an intern for quite a while.
Okay.
and unless you make a great thing here, Wyatt. One thing, the Tavington dies. It's over. What then? What's next?
I want to cut the
Sky's the
tavern.
limit. There are many things that could come after this. What do you want? I know what he wants, he says, pointing to Captain Barbo. I understand him perfectly. And that one, he says, pointing to the bard. I get her well enough. Kumo over here, I understand, but you, Gnome, who are you? What are you even doing here? This isn't your fight. This isn't your war. Why? I'm not sure why you haven't gone home yet.
I look up at Gerald looks up at the ceiling, kind of forlornly. I know not what even home would mean to me now. I guess if I could, through all that I've been through, if I wish anything to cease, it is all of this war. Maybe we can finally find peace. And this evil man, through this plan, we bring down, will bring a little bit of solace to this town and perhaps my tortured soul.
Jeez, that was depressing.
Damn, you're really bringing me down.
He nods. Fine. Well, after Wyatt, there is a whole mess of things. Now that your other companion is gone, I feel like we might have more business together.
You might
I'm a
be
man that
talking
can
my
get
language,
things.
sir.
I'm a man who can acquire knowledge and items and tools. Anything one might need, I can probably get my hands on. So I believe we could do a lot of good together.
How about a horse, Wyatt?
I can get you a horse.
I do need my boots of sneak.
Reasonably, we would know which direction Wyatt is coming from, right?
Tavington?
Or I'm sorry, not Wyatt, Tavington.
Yeah. I'm going to bring you to a map of the town. It does stretch on a little bit farther to the sides, but this is like the center of town and everything.
And he's coming through this?
He will be coming across the bridge. Yep.
Do you think should I be able to? I should be able to move between cities much quicker than 50 men, right? If I'm on horse.
Definitely. Average walking pace is going to be about 24, 25 miles per day.
Mhm.
A large group of people like that is going to go maybe only 20 miles a day.
Could I
maybe a
ride
little
to? I'd like to ride to the city, whichever city I can get to that Lord Tavington's men would have just visited as recently as possible. And then, can I lean into my ear on the ground here to try to get some information on the people coming through? Does that make sense? What I'm asking? So, like, I would like to talk to my shady associate that would visit me. I would like to figure out, like, what kind of men Tavington is bringing through. I imagine that people will be looking. I imagine that people that are interested would probably have, like, an idea of, like, oh, he's got some number of mages, some number of soldiers, maybe a famous face or two.
Sure. Well, if you are going to be going past where he is, you will inevitably cross him on the road. So you could just pass him on the road and watch and see for yourself what he's bringing.
Sure. Would I be able to ascertain as well as any person in a city, I guess, like everything that's going on, like recognizing whether people are wizards or whatnot? If I can do it on my own, then I guess, yeah, that works.
Yeah, you would probably be... If you're standing and observing from the road with the intent to figure out what they've got, you're going to have a better idea than the like rumors that pass through town. It'll be more effective than asking some random person. You know what I mean?
Sure. Would that carry some level of risk with it if some shady rider is just like trotting alongside?
I mean, roads are traveled as long as you don't do anything that draws attention to yourself, right?
Okay.
If you're just some random passerby on the road, they're not going to care.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
Yeah, that's fine then. Can I take my leave and do that then?
Sure. You can grab a horse,
Yep,
and with a horse, you'll go closer to 48 or 50 miles in a day. And you can head out and wait for his army to pass, and then ride past him somehow.
Does he know which way they're coming from? If they're coming from
Wyatt should be able to tell us.
Von Theris or...
Oh, no, they're definitely taking the road. Yeah.
Okay.
This
King's
route...
Road?
Up through Pernissus is basically impassable by ground. There's a lot of rivers and huge swarms of monsters in this area over here.
So
It's called Wildwoods. Yeah. So you go and take the road up.
All right, Barbos. I'm sure you guys will be able to figure out an effective means to deal with Tavington. While you guys make your plan, I'm going to take a horse and I'm going to ride south, and I'll come back with as much information as I can about these figures.
There
Sounds
is
good.
one other option before we split. We have an artifact of great power. We could use it to take Tavington over and perhaps command his army. There are many problems in the lands. The Vicious, we know not what he's done. We also have the demons in Eridon. It's something that we could consider.
Eridon is a long way from here. Tavington will be here in 2 or 3 days. Let's deal with the problem in front of us, and then there's a whole world of problems out there.
No, Wyatt, what I'm saying is, do you want a man dead at your feet or one that you can control with an army at the helm? Would that be sweet?
I don't think we can talk to Malachi within 2 days.
I like the idea. I don't know about the practice. I don't know how this crown works. If you put it on him, will he try and take it off once you're not giving him a command, once he's out of sight? Will he follow his normal orders? How much control do you have over him when you're not specifically exerting control?
I like the idea. I just don't think we know enough about it for this time frame to do it.
And if we have his army, and all of a sudden his army goes rogue, well, now we have the rest of the Drekis armies coming after us, trying to figure out what that's going on. It's a very visible set piece. It's usually easier to work from the shadows, moving small key pieces around than entire armies. At least that's how my family has always done it.
Destroying Tavington and his army then disperses or goes to command of the next, or we guess we don't know what happens.
A new commander will be picked. His army is not a problem in and of itself, it's just the man.
You ever seen
If I
that?
recall correctly, it was one of your friends who initially wanted to come after this man.
He's long gone since then.
Well, your friends, he says, pointing to the gnome, started this mess with him.
And so we shall finish it.
What friend is he talking about?
I don't even know. It's been so long and so many people have fucking died. I have no idea.
I'll go up to Kumo before he leaves. Thanks for picking up my gold earlier. Can I have half of it back?
You have
How
quite the
loud did you say
keen
that?
eye, Captain. You can take all 50 back.
I'll take it back.
It was only in jest. I tossed him 50 back.
All right.
Can I have a gold?
Of course. What's your name, little lady?
Pearl.
Pearl.
She's our intern.
I'll give you 5 gold.
Sparkly-eyed, I accept.
I'm sure you can buy yourself a fine new little quill and notebook for recording all of your little adventures.
I do like drawing on notebooks, yeah.
Barbo does enjoy this guy way more than he enjoys Locke in his company.
I kinda
Locke
like
just
him
died
too.
like a few days ago. Can you have some
I didn't
reverence?
say it to everybody. I know. I
Jesus
don't think
Christ.
Barbo liked Locke very much. He was his inspiration, though.
Wyatt motions to both Kumo and Pearl and says, the two of you should get along well. You're both here for the same reason. And he makes a meaningful nod in Captain Barbo's way.
Wait, what? What? I don't understand.
I look a little bit confused.
You've both come for Captain Barbo, right? You with your stories. I've heard you sing them. And you said you were looking for them.
Wait, was there a question?
No, I'm
No,
simply
you're
saying
looking
the two
for
of you
one of the
should
most
get
influential
along
men.
well.
Yeah.
There's
You're
no
looking
question.
for one of the most influential men in all of Arcadia. One of the most renowned, generous, loyal, attractive. Just honestly better than Desmond.
You
And a
keep
big.
me as an intern and you haven't paid me still.
We haven't got any money. It's been 2 days, Pearl.
Blanche laughs at your self-description from her spot atop the chest.
I
in
mean,
the
you've
room.
only really been an intern for about 2 days. So,
Yeah.
and then in that whole 2 days, we haven't really done anything except try to figure out what the hell we're doing. So just give it some time, a little bit of patience, and
Yeah, give it 2
You'll
months
be on your way.
of adventuring, and then we'll cut you into a 50% stake.
get into a
Okay,
good fight. Let's see what you can do, and then from there, all these things shall come to you.
As we walk off to scout what I assume is like the entire town for the best vantage and etc., I'll giggle to Gerald. Interns.
Interns.
All right. So,
Are you? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if Gerald, do you think that you'd be interested in doing it in the middle of town, or would you want to catch them near the bridge?
Well, let's do some Shadowrun stuff. Let's get like a idea of the town and like where he's gonna pass through, and let's assume Koibu that we're getting as much information as we can.
Sure.
What do we kind of see tactically?
Well, I should have laid out before you a map of the town.
Mm-hmm.
So from here, what else would you like to know? I can tell you basically anything.
Are the rooftops like jagged or well built? Are there enclosures? Like sometimes there's like little like places you can hide and stuff. Like what about the rooftops to the north of the bridge?
Well, you know what? Let me take you to a slightly different map. This one might take a little while to load.
Okay.
All right. Rooftops just north of the bridge, we say, huh?
I see a couple of enclosures, like a couple like little. I don't know if I can.
Chimneys?
Yeah, there's chimneys, but there's also like those. You see those little humps?
Yeah.
Wait for everything to pop into existence here, and I will show you what the top floor of that room looks like.
I see there's like windows looking out, it looks like.
Why not? Come on, multi-sided tokens. You can do it.
Don't bully Koibu, it's trying.
There we go. So this is what the top floor of that building set is going to look like.
How
it's
high is the
bedroom.
bridge?
The bridge is maybe 15 feet above the river.
How deep's the water?
15 feet in the middle, maybe 20 feet in the dead center, and then kind of shallowing out on the sides.
Is it like a lazy river? Or is it like a rushing?
At this point, it's sort of lazy.
Are
It
these
definitely depends.
windows?
Yes, that's a window.
Okay, so those are windows.
So the bridge is the choke point. I think we should ambush here. It looks like the two windows here, and there's a window on this side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the problem is that once we shoot, how do we get out of the houses? I can invisible
There's a
people.
back window.
Yeah, I
Into
can.
the
The
houses.
problem is if we put, I think we have to put the whole party in one house, because what I can do is I can group invisibility us out. Once we shoot, literally just invis and walk out.
How far can oh, that's smart. How far can an archer reliably shoot?
With a heavy crossbow.
We can even have two groups. Gerald, because our intern can invisibility as well.
She can?
Shh,
Yes,
I thought she said that she could.
I can.
Wait, that's amazingly useful.
I am amazingly useful.
Can
How
you
far?
do that to multiple people or just yourself?
I'm pretty sure I can do it to multiple people
100 feet.
3 times.
So
We can.
Okay.
Gerald, we could even shoot from like 100 feet.
Oh,
Reliably. So
Mm-hmm.
if we were on, I'll point to these rooftops. Like even if we were
Yeah.
on these, as he comes into town, we would have 2 distinct different like shots, on him, which I think is the best.
So some of these are going to be problematic. Like the line that
Mhm.
you've just drawn, this
Oh,
one.
that was through thing. Yep.
Right. So you would need a line of sight that doesn't clip another roof.
So I guess what I was gonna go for, maybe, just thinking. So maybe like when they get to here, for example, we could have one person. Can it clip through its own roof like that? They could be on like a higher point.
So if you're on this point up here,
Uh-huh.
this very top, then you're going to be level with this thing. So you're never going to be
Oh,
able to see something down there, right? You're
But if they were back here, then they could.
yeah. If
we're-
you were behind that chimney, you could probably see something in this square. Yeah.
That would be
But
one. and then,
if we're here at this chimneys, we can actually shoot 60 feet out here.
Yep.
Yep, I think those chimneys are good too. And then we could also
Yeah.
do it here.
Yep. And then we can
yeah.
back out into a lot of different directions and just basically. So is there no other exit to this town than the bridge? Because that's a problem.
There is a road to the east, and then there's sort of like wilds to the north and the west.
So we probably should go into the wilds where they're not gonna and they're gonna search the town. They're gonna think we're still
Well,
there.
Do you think that they would?
Yeah, if
guess,
we're
like,
invisible, no
my-
one's gonna see us leave the town.
That's true.
Mhm.
Do we leave footsteps?
I can create a magical horse now that doesn't leave footsteps.
And you think the best place to go is in the wild?
I would
Yeah,
think
I
so
think
because
that's-
they
I
would
think
follow
that's-
the roads.
Because they're probably gonna sack the entire town and like search it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess preliminary, the plan would be like, what? Here's one rooftop, and then we can shoot behind this
Yep.
chimney or something. Like
Pearl
we should
and
be able to
Viz's-
shoot over this house, right? This should be higher than the other one.
Yeah, because this is a 2-story roof, right, Koibu?
I think so. Let me double check the exact dimensions of these things.
So I guess the preliminary goal would be like there, and then we have another one behind there, and that's 2 different shots. Pearl could be
So
with me.
this is a 3-story building, and this is a 2-story building. So if you're on this rooftop up here, you should be able to do this. I don't know about that. That's probably not going to work.
From this shot right here, this would work, I think, right?
That
would
will
work?
probably work, right?
Okay, that's what we're-
the
yeah.
white line will probably work.
So one
Yeah.
behind
Not
this
to-
chimney.
Once you start crossing the second story, you're going to lose it.
Got it. So like right here,
So one behind this chimney and one here.
and one behind there. Yeah, I think that was my goal.
Yep. And then the
Pearl
escape.
with me.
Pearl with the. I'm with Kumo. We both each other out. We meet in the. We take. I leave a horse, near the exit to the wilds. We meet up at the horse and we take off.
We need to plan,
Meanwhile-
I guess, our escape route.
Real quick,
both
for
of
like
us.
crossbows and stuff or bows, you don't get advantage from shooting from like elevation or something, right? It's not.
No,
No.
but
We
you
get
will get
surprised.
advantage if your target doesn't see you.
Ooh, okay.
Meanwhile, I think what we should also do is we should have one of Wyatt's men, someone that's like a mercenary that's bought out or something, go find Wyatt's troop and inform them that Gerald has heard about them coming and is planning his escape, so that they make the mistake of rushing into the town. They need to feel like they're at haste, so they don't send anybody ahead.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
smart. Can we plan our getaway?
So the getaway is we have one of my magic horses prepared.
Mhm.
And then we are near the is it a gate that leads out into the wilds, Koibu?
No, there's no gate. It's just open.
I
Even
guess
better.
I just meant like an exact path, right? I don't. Like, what's
Yeah.
the quick path out? Is kind of what I was kind of going for, I guess. Where would you have the horse at?
I don't know the area, so Koibu, what do you think?
So if you zoom out, you can see the map of the whole town.
Yeah.
The fastest way would just be to follow the road north, I suppose. Right? Like, come through here, cut through the market, walk around or through the slums.
I can't
And
see where
then-
you're pinging. Sorry.
You're not seeing a red line?
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it. That's fine.
Yeah. And then just straight out. And we're invisible this entire time. So let's put the horse here. What is this, Koibu? What is this place? Is that like a mill or something?
Gazebo?
I couldn't see where you were pinging. Oh, at the very top?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a windmill to, well, mill wheat.
So let's hide a horse or two there, and then I'll have the horse prepared, and we'll ride out from there. That's our meeting place. We meet up there, invisible. Pearl, are you sure you can handle the invisibility of Barbo? I can do it for Kumo.
I think Pearl should go with Kumo, and you and I should stick together.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Don't leave me with the intern, please, God.
What?
Nothing.
Am I still?
You're gonna do great.
Am I still scouting?
Yeah, I don't think you've left yet. This is that same night.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm ready to leave as soon as possible. So.
Sure. Did you want to travel at night, or I just assumed you wanted to leave the next morning?
Why would you assume that, Koibu?
I thought he was leaving during the day while we were planning all this.
Right, but it was evening when this was being
Oh,
planned.
sure.
How long is it going to take me to reach that area?
If you are on horseback, you can go 50 miles in a day.
Uh-huh.
So if they're 2 or 3 days out, I guess you just ride until you see them and then turn around and ride back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll leave as soon as possible then.
So one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to bring this up. What happens if we miss the shots?
Oh, we run. Fuck Wyatt.
So our entire plan is based on
Hitting
Not
the shots.
missing.
So just to understand the
there's
mechanics
nothing
here,
we can do. Perhaps we can do.
if
Yeah.
we take our first shot, we're assuming that on the first shot we'll be rolling that at advantage. It's a reasonable assumption.
That's our assumption, yeah.
Yeah,
If you have like a double shot ability, like the ability to shoot a second time, is that second shot going to be taken at advantage as well, or does that not count as advantage?
No, it won't count because he will have seen the direction the first shot is coming from.
Okay.
So rolled a hit.
Would
Plus 8?
Kumo and I be able to kind of get it at like a signal where we both fire at the same time and have advantage?
That's
Not if you're
good.
both invisible, unless there's a third.
We wouldn't
not
be
gonna-
invisible first.
We're not going to invisible until right after. Yeah.
Sure. Well, then all you need is some sort of mutual signal
Agreement.
somewhere. Yeah.
Which would come through your distraction.
Or I can make a like a prestidigitation, like little like flaming thing we can look at. We're pretty close on the rooftops, so we
Wasn't
can
the
just,
plan to like get him to come out through having like a prestidigitation of a Gerald or something like that? How are we gonna get him?
Well, he's gonna come at a rush anyway, right? Because we're gonna inform his soldiers ahead that I'm escaping.
Okay.
So I think
I think that's fair.
yeah, if we need a diversion in real time, with silent image, I can create one. I think, yeah.
Okay, so preliminary. We'll agree that when Gerald makes like a little spark or something,
Yeah.
we'll fire.
Okay, here's a question. Okay, sorry. Okay, ready? Let's say that I cast a minor illusion of like a chimney on a roof, right? Koibu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say that the first shot that I take is taken at advantage because it's by surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say that after taking the first shot, I use some movement to move behind the roof and then behind the minor illusions chimney, and then I take a second shot behind that chimney that they haven't seen been minor illusions yet. Would that shot come at advantage as well?
So if they understand the general air, like if they're looking to their right, all of a sudden your bolt comes from the left, and they are now turning their attention to the left, and you're still firing from the left, you don't have advantage. What you would
What
need
if I
is
cast
some.
invisibility on the arrow?
But are there going to be two bolts, so they're not going to really know? Wait, there's going to be two different bolts coming, so I don't think they're going to really be able to pinpoint.
Well, and then
Exactly.
the only way that I argue against that as well is also firing from darkness is always supposed to be at advantage as well, right? And darkness can only come from one general direction, right?
Right. So if they can't see you, you have advantage on the attack roll is the rule.
Mhm.
So you can use your bonus action to make a hide check behind something, unless they're like watching the chimney that you're hiding behind already. You know, if you hide behind one thing and they're staring at that one thing, then it doesn't matter like which side you pop out on, they're going to be watching you. So you need to be
Well, can I take the
fit
shot
in a way
through
that
the
they don't
chimney?
know.
If I know it's a minor illusion, doesn't it appear transparent to me? So I'd be able to shoot through it, and they wouldn't know it's a minor
They'd
illusion.
still be looking at like the chimney, right? They'd still see the shot coming.
What if I
Do
invisible?
you think that you
Okay.
wait? But I'm shooting as well, I guess. Wouldn't they be confused where actually the shot's coming from then? So he could get advantage.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be from 2 different directions.
That's where I
But
was.
like
Thinking.
in normal combat, there's people firing at you perhaps from multiple different spots, and you're still noticing where they're coming from, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, so I guess it
this
could
is
be
a
like
common
conflict of, like,
situation that
which
happens.
one he notices. Does he look at mine or his?
Right. But you would have 2 shots at advantage, and Kumo gets a second shot, right?
Maybe at advantage if he
Right.
hijacked. Then
I mean,
I-
what if I create like a distraction at that with a silent image, for example? I can either I can invisible. I can do that. Number one, if that would work. If that doesn't work, then I can silent image like a distraction, like like a shooter in like right in front of the direction, but only like 40 feet away. Like
what
in
about
the-
your owl?
Sure. We'll make it a die roll to see if the distraction takes effect, and we'll give Kumo a hide check, and we'll give you a distraction, and then we'll adjudicate how those play out. And
What about his owl?
from there-
Would that just change everything?
The owl can technically help someone to give them advantage on the attack. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Here's another super
Yeah.
obnoxious question, okay? Let's say that we pay 4 or 5 children to run around and have like a little celebration of Tavington's men coming into the town, right?
Then we
So
shoot
they've
the
got
kids.
little like fireworks and everything, and they're running around and they're doing tricks and everything, and they're real excited. Let's say that
Yeah.
in all of the mayhem of this, I cast fairy fire on the bridge to illuminate everybody and give us advantage on the attacks. Could I say that they would assume that's part of the demonstration, or would that be something that they would instantly recognize as like an aggressive spell?
I
They
know
would
children.
recognize it as a fairy fire spell, which is not always aggressive. Sometimes is. But if he's here to kill someone and all of a sudden like magic starts popping up around him, he's probably going to be suspicious, you know?
Yeah, we have a good plan in that. Okay, we're gonna get at least
Okay.
3 attacks with advantage. I can distract them. We have a good escape.
You have an owl.
We have the owl, which is gonna advantage. Well, so we have the
owl
owl.
can
Is,
take the help action, right? Which gives you
Yes.
advantage on a second shot. So
Yeah,
there
doesn't
right
the
there, you
bard
have 3 guaranteed.
advantage.
Also
shots.
give inspiration,
Advantage
which gives like more to roll.
The bard can also give someone bardic inspiration to allow them to roll an additional
I do, I
1d
do, I do, I do, I do, I do, I do.
something.
Got
What do you got for
One
a
to
d8.
hit.
The bardic inspiration. I can help. I can help. Let me help.
1d4 to hit.
One,
What is it?
1d6.
I give it to you. It's a 1d8.
An additional
Okay, and
1d8
then-
to hit.
Once we here's a question. Once we shoot the 3 bolts before we escape, why don't I just toss a fireball in there for good
Yeah, you
measure?
might as well.
Yeah, might as-
not?
Hell yeah.
No kids though. Is that your most powerful spell?
It's also it's absolutely a spell that I can cast from 150 feet too. So it's
Got
gonna
it.
yeah.
Cool.
So the
Wombo
shoots,
combo.
yeah, the shots go in. We throw the fireball. We invis out. We meet up at the mill. We get into the wilds. We meet up with Wyatt later. I'll send him a message. I'll tweet him.
Can you, I guess, look at the area? So you're gonna hit only these houses, and we'll evacuate those already. So you're not gonna like burn the town down. So like you preemptively figure out the circle and figure out that you're gonna hit mostly the water and not really these buildings.
Yeah, I mean, if I toss a fireball into the center there after Tavington gets hit, it's going to be a shit show. There's no way they're going to be able to recover from it.
Yeah, I'm more worried
yeah.
about the town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to minimize the
do you
damage.
care about
yeah,
the
I mean,
town?
it
Fuck the
depends.
town.
It depends on where they're at.
'Cause I'm worried
but
about the people. The people.
You already blew
I
up one
agree
time,
that we.
didn't you?
Well, I think if we evacuate people, it's going to be a red flag. Tavington will know that.
Okay, fuck 'em.
Like, yeah. So we're gonna murder hobo this.
Amen, dude. That's what I've been trying to do this whole campaign. Locke's been holding me back.
Locke's not here anymore, buddy. It's you and me.
It's
We
the
got-
murder. The murder squad. Hell
All right.
yeah.
So, as I understand it, the idea is to put one of you on what building? This building?
This roof behind this,
Right, behind here.
Yep.
And
Another
another
one
one
over
back
there.
here.
behind the first.
Uh,
Yep.
And
So I will
then-
be with Barbo on one roof. And Pearl will be with Kumo on the other. Pearl's gonna bardic inspiration Kumo. Barbo's gonna
Alvin.
fire. I'm gonna create the prestidigitation spell. They both do a called shot simultaneously. And then if we miss, Kumo reloads. I'll toss a fireball. We both invis each other out of there, and we go to the mill.
While
And
the
you've
owl's
got-
on Kumo.
And
I mean,
all
yeah.
3 bolts that are being fired are poisoned as well.
We have
Yes.
a full vial of poison. I think that should be.
What did Wyatt tell
I
us
told
about
you
the
number
poison?
of doses it had on it.
Yeah, you told me. I want to say you said 12 because I remember it could kill like a giant, but not like a huge giant. Does
What did
sound like
Wyatt
a
say
number
about the
you'd say?
poison?
I think I would have said 2, 4, 8, or 16. So I probably said
Ooh.
8. I don't remember though.
fully. Let me see if
Don't
I typed it
remember.
into my thing.
What did Wyatt say about the poison?
Yeah, you'll get this information a day later while Kumo is cruising around. He tells you that this is where did I hide it? Wyvern poison.
Is that good
So
shit?
it is, unless you use a lot of it, it's unlikely to outright kill someone, but it's likely to paralyze them or slow them.
Wait, that's what this
If
poison
you
is doing?
use- Yeah, if you use a bunch of it, you can definitely kill someone. Wyverns are known for injecting huge amounts of poison into their prey, which outright murders them.
By a bunch of it, I'll ask. Do you mean 12 doses? Like for
double the
let's
dose.
see.
Or how
If you
much? Like
double the dose, you increase the DC by 5. So if you use 8 doses, the DC would go up by 15, and you'd have a pretty good chance of killing him. The real problem is that you can't really put 8 doses of poison on a single. Yeah, you would need a better method of injection.
On a called shot, am I able to take a double shot with Thirsting Blade or no? Like if I basically have a double attack thing or?
What sort of called shot are you talking about?
Devin just mentioned having like the prepared shots, like prepared attacks, I guess.
Sorry, that's a Shadowrun term. I don't know if that exists in 5e.
I think he just means like a ready action.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, it
For
is.
a readied
Yeah.
action, you can't ready like 2 attacks, right? You would just ready your single attack.
Yeah, in this situation, you would be just starting your initiative and getting a surprise ambush
Gotcha.
round on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So
so
you
you
get
do get
both your
you get a full
attacks.
ambush run. So you do get 2 attacks. Okay, yeah.
You would
sounds
get
awesome.
a full ambush round, so you get all of your regular shit.
All right, sounds awesome. Okay, and then final question. Okay, sorry. For my Hexblade curse, is there any indication that a person has been cursed? Would they know that? I can't find information about like if there are elements to this that would give somebody like starting at first level, you gain the ability to place a baleful curse on someone. Would they know they've been cursed? Like, could I theoretically walk by him, place the curse on it, and then hop up to my rooftop, or?
That's a damn good question. That is a very good question. Hexblade's Curse. Bonus action. One creature you can see within 30 feet of you. Target is cursed for 1 minute. La 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 la. Well, it is a magical effect. And I feel like people usually know when they've been magicked. So yes, I would say that they would have some sense that, some sense of foreboding on them. It would definitely alert somebody to caution.
Okay. Yeah.
Another question: if it's Wyvern Poison, I think this is how it works in 2e. I don't know if it works in 5, but if a person is paralyzed, doesn't every other attack crit against them automatically?
Ooh, that is a good question. When you are
If it's paralysis,
paralyzed,
meaning the
attack
first one
rolls against
hits.
the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Is the
Would you
5e
count?
definition.
Would you? But let's think about it realistically. You would probably count these as crits, right? Like because he's paralyzed, and the crossbow bolts are going to hit him at full on if they hit.
Yeah, but I think the reason it does extra damage is when you're within 5 feet is because you've got like someone that's not moving. How do you want to say? No, I think it would only apply to melee attacks.
Okay, then I don't want him to get a dex save on Fireball because there is no dexterity. He's paralyzed.
There you go.
Someone in chat
Let's
is helping me lawyer. My co-lawyer says Charm specifically tells you that they know. If it isn't specified, they shouldn't know. I think you should lawyer this.
Whoever you are from chat, you can go ahead and shut the fuck up. I'm the DM here.
Fucking dumpstered. See you later. That was his name is Casual Black
Tyrannosaurus
Gamer,
Rex,
so
dude.
nice job.
Can I ask Wyatt to get us, see if he can get us poison in the 2 days time, another one, so we could.
Yes. What do you want? Yeah.
I want poison
The
that
most
is going
deadly-
to just the most deadly poison.
What does he got?
And we'll take out Taving.
P nods. I can get you some Cobra poison. That's fast acting.
Is this meant to kill him with two bolts? Can we coat our weapons, and if 2 hit, he'll die?
It takes a few minutes to take effect, so he won't notice right away. But it is perhaps the most likely to outright kill someone.
Okay.
And then just a reminder, a few minutes, that's like 20 rounds of combat or more.
We'll be dipping out after.
Okay.
And just hope, I guess. Are we able to mix Wyvern and Cobra poisoning?
No, that would just have each of them work at half function. Would be bad.
I'll try it IRL and let you know.
Okay,
Am I back yet
so
with all the
we're gonna-
information?
Yeah. So once we've sorted this plan out, we'll send Kumo off and we'll deal with him. Is the plan
Okay.
sorted?
I think it's sorted as long as you
As long as he
understand
can get
it,
us the Cobra poisoning, yeah, I think it's sorted.
yeah.
He will get you 3 doses of Cobra poison.
4. 2
You
for
need
each
3,
person.
right? You're only
We need-
making 1 shot.
We need 4 though.
Barbo might take another shot. Also,
We
we
need
don't
4
know.
in case I have to take another shot.
I'm probably
He
taking
rolls his
2
eyes.
shots.
He'll get you 4 doses.
Okay.
He
And
knows you're not taking another shot.
I'll probably be taking 2 shots, just enough. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now that is done, we will do Kumo cruising about on his own. Okay. So when you set out the next day, Kumo, it is a little misty. A little bit of rain starts-
Before I leave, I would talk to Pearl. You seem to have a penchant for recording stories there. Do you think I could borrow some parchment and maybe one of your favorite pens so that I could write down exactly who I see?
Oh, that would be great. Here, I rip out 2 pages out of the notebook.
Awesome.
And
I
give
take
him
the
my
2 pages.
second favorite pen.
Is there anything that you are especially interested in that you would like me to record about these men? Do you care about their outfits or their sigils, or what is it that you're most interested in recording in your little notebooks?
Can you draw?
Very poorly.
Can you try to draw them as best as you can?
I'll make my best effort to do so.
Thanks.
Okay, cool. Then I take it. All right. So I have my thing so I can write it down, who I see.
All right. Let me just pull up the...
My next character is gonna have a death. And I'm just gonna be RPing, like figuring out their.
Steven, make sure to actually draw it for the sake of role playing.
Oh, yeah, for sure, Lily. Don't worry.
You set out the next day, and it is a misty, drizzly day. You'll spend the entirety of it traveling along the road without coming across the Tavington group whatsoever. The next day, as you travel and approach Thickleglade, the rain is still coming down very gently, very softly, just enough to sort of dampen the earth and bring up that nice fresh, a little bit of mud gets kicked up by your horses, but not too much. And right around here, right around this bend in the road, you can hear the trotting and the clacking noises of horse hooves. And sure enough, if you pull off, you'll see a nice, large company of soldiers coming by. You can count... Where's my numbers here? You can count 3 lances. Each lance is about 8 horsemen, and 6 spears, which each one is about 8 spearmen plus a knight and a squire, as well as some other guards, some wagons with supplies, what looks to be a couple of bodyguards, and a second in command, and a scribe, and a messenger, and a spellcaster. So all in all, it's about 100 people, including support staff. Probably 90-some warriors. Most of them are going to be like low-level peasant spearmen, but there are 3 full lances of knights.
What
and
is a
then
knight?
some
Is this like,
bodyguards.
is a knight like the equivalent of like a hobgoblin or a little bit stronger, weaker?
A knight is like a 3rd level fighter.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And then in terms of armor, are these guys in full like plate or whatever? What was the 18 AC shit?
The knights wear breastplates
Okay.
right now while they're traveling, but no, maybe like some leather limbs. So maybe what is breastplate AC in 5e? How do we translate this? Whatever breastplate, one higher than whatever breastplate armor is.
Okay. I think I'm using
17?
breastplate, which I think is like 14 or 16 or something.
I think it's 14. So they should have like 15 AC. The ground soldiers are all wearing chainmail with shields and spears, so they're going to have higher AC. They're going to have... where is our equipment here? They'll have chainmail with shields, so the ground soldiers will have 18 AC. The horsemen will have about 15 AC. They do have shields, but none of them are carrying them at this point.
Where is Tavington in this group?
He is dead center, sitting on his horse. You can see his 2 bodyguards ride directly in front of him. His second command rides beside him, and his squire and his second in command squire ride behind him. And then there's like a wagon behind that with a driver and a spellcaster on it.
And what is like the
wizards.
what is like the location in Tavington insofar as like this whole group? Like, let's say for instance they were to enter a town. Would there be like multiple like a whole lance or like multiple spears of people entering before he would get there, or is he more towards the front? Or
Yeah, there would be 2 lances in front of him, and then there are 3 spears. Then like the core of support staff, and then another 3 spears, and then the last lance at the back.
Gotcha. Spellcaster. What am I able to determine about him? What does he look? Does he look pretty foreboding, or?
Give me a charisma check to see what you can spot about this guy.
What am I just clicking? Literally click charisma.
Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, this guy's definitely a wizard of sorts. Or a sorcerer of sorts. But he's an arcane spellcaster.
Okay.
He is in his 40s, so he's experienced to a certain extent. And if he's traveling with Tavington, he's probably no small fry.
So he should have at least level 3 spell slot. That would be a very reasonable assumption, right?
Certainly.
Okay. Okay.
Are you drawing, Steve?
Not yet. Damn, chill. Actually, hold on. I will. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
one thing that you might find, especially with that 23 charisma check, interesting here is that Tavington is a cavalry commander.
Okay.
And he has a lot of infantry with him here. A lot more than any good cavalry commander ought to have. So this is certainly not his typical retinue that he's traveling with. You can make whatever deductions from that you would like.
what kind of deductions would I make from that? Either he's short on men, or he's planning on doing something that we weren't initially aware that he was planning on doing, or he has this particular reason for bringing these people with him. When you say so you're saying like 6 spears is an uncommon amount of like, what is this, 48 spearmen plus 6 knights plus 6 squires?
Yeah, this is a whole company. It's like about 100 people. But you would expect him to be riding in with only cavalry. So if he's coming in with like infantry, like I shouldn't say peasant infantry, but like enlisted men and not just knights on horseback, that's unusual.
Oh, he's gonna rape and pillage. Is that what's going on here? Okay. I think, yeah, I mean, nothing else stands out of the ordinary or whatever, right? I think I've seen about as much as I can see, right?
Sure. And you make notes of these things. His army passes you, and how do you head back? Do you just turn around immediately and head the other way? Do you give him an hour, give him a day? How do you turn around and head back?
I mean, I imagine I'll wait an hour and then head back. I can't imagine they're keeping track. These roads are like fairly well traveled, right? It's not like I'm the only
Certainly.
person that's passed. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was
And you
wondering.
pass plenty of other people. Okay.
Sure.
Cool. So you pass them. They don't notice you in the slightest when you pass the other way, and you can make it back to Fenden. You will be about maybe a day ahead of them. Yeah, I think that's about right. They will be arriving the next day, probably in the middle or the late afternoon from the day that you arrive.
Okay.
Show us your
I can't. I tried to draw one, and I just
Wait, I
can't
want
do
to
it.
see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see.
Kumo. We need to see this for the mission.
Did you draw them?
Pearl, I don't think my artistic talents could ever match whatever artistic talents that you present. I drew this especially for you. I want you to know that a lot of work went into this, and I would really appreciate it if you would keep it to yourself.
Sure.
Okay, I slide her a piece of paper.
Sorry, I'm laughing out of character, not in character. Okay.
That was one of his most fearsome nights.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, where are we at right now? Are we like in the bar or in the tavern?
Yeah, you guys can be back in the tavern. It is the 31st of January, 1511, and you're all sitting in Dusty's Tavern
And we
on
have
the ground floor.
how much time?
He'll be here tomorrow in the afternoon or evening.
Okay.
Bring you guys back to your stuff. Pearl, you, little Bobby's over here too, for some reason, and Kumo.
Little Bobby's a G.
Wait, if he's Bobby has pirates, right? If he's gonna attack the town with his infantry, maybe.
This is
No, that's Jimmy.
That's
Oh, okay.
They get confused easily.
Yeah, sorry.
you're both my little boys.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Did you used to have a wife?
Nope.
Oh.
So what exactly is your beef here with Mr. Tavington? Why are you guys so keenly interested in killing him? Wait, hold on. I assume that we're like in like a quietish corner of the bar. I'm not like screaming this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Thought Wyatt hired you for this. I didn't think I had to explain it to you.
You don't have to explain anything to me, Captain Barbo, but I'm positive that a man as fascinating as yourself would have a great reason to be after this man.
Just wary of other people. You know, my last comrade was always on my ass about everything.
So you just-
We're after
Actually... Oh, sorry.
we're after Tavington because he's pretty much bringing in enlisted men, killing them off, and selling off their lands to the other nobles.
Ooh, that's quite the conspiracy you have there. You ever considered revealing this to the local papers?
No.
I'm sure a story like this would fetch quite the pretty penny if you sold it to the right buyer.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah,
Well,
we
we're
could
not
have thought of that
interested.
before we decided to kill everybody, but you know.
We already been
That's kind
killing.
of how we roll over here.
I give a little wink and a snap to Pearl.
You're obnoxious. What is your problem?
Anyway, let's talk about what I saw on my travel to the east. I think that was east. Tavington is traveling with a large number of soldiers, quite a bit larger than I would expect him to. He had 3 lances and 6 spears worth of soldiers with him. He seemed to be positioned in about the middle of them, almost 100 men, including 90-some warriors and support staff. He had 1 spellcaster with him, looked quite formidable, and then everybody else was just random soldiers you'd expect to see traveling with a group that size.
I've fought a group that size once before.
I'm sure you defeated
That's a
every
trouble.
man single-handedly, Captain Barbo.
No, I lost pretty handedly.
Oh, well, quite the surprise. I'm sure the odds were against you.
No. Just a bad fight that I took.
Well, this is some trouble. Do we still want to go ahead with our plan? Fight 100 men?
I
don't
believe
think
we're
fighting
taking...
them.
The plan is to take a secret shot from a roof and then to escape under the guise of invisibility, no?
Yes.
plan
so
is
we have to-
perfect.
yeah, I think we can still go with it. We just have to make sure we do not engage those knights. They're going to
Oh,
be...
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we miss, we're leaving.
But if they're gonna have to, like, the militia is gonna repel or try to repel some kind of foreign invasion, right? They're gonna be tied up. this is going to be chaos. There's going to be fights.
These
there's
are
gonna
not. This is not a foreign invasion. These are.
Wait.
men of-
Hold on. We have one task set before us, and that's to kill Tavington. Whatever happens after that is not our responsibility. We need not worry with that.
I love this guy.
Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. Very well.
Feels dope.
Wait, I'll
Fireball
touch
it
you.
is.
Locke would have just been on our asses this entire time about the whole town not getting murdered, but this guy, he sees it our way.
Well, it sounds like this Locke wasn't able to get much done very effectively, so I'm glad I could be of
No.
use to you guys.
He wasn't very bright either. He kind of just walked into a gaping hole.
I can't imagine many men that oppose you, Captain Barbo, are very bright.
I couldn't either. You know, I bested him in a duel once.
I'm sure you did. And I'm sure it was only by your grace that he walked out of that duel alive. You're quite the man.
That it was.
Shall we take our positions? How long do we have until... Do we still have like a day or two? Or?
A day.
Oh, okay, all right.
He was my
So-
squire. So,
How should we celebrate this evening, then, if we have a day before us?
good sleep.
Well,
We can sing songs together and hold
yes,
hands.
we could sing songs together. Pearl and I like songs.
And I love listening to songs. So let's find a place to sing, sure.
I love singing, Kumo. You better sing with us.
My vocal cords
Locke
were
wouldn't
damaged
ever
quite a
sing,
while ago,
but-
if you couldn't tell, so unfortunately I can't
You're
sing.
the
but
opposite of Locke.
I'll
so you'll be
definitely
singing.
clap along.
All right.
Wait.
The night passes. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I have a flute. I know how to play the flute. It came
Oh,
with
I do?
something. Yes, so I can play along with you guys if you need a...
Before
Can't
the
sing if you're playing the flute.
There you go.
before the night passes, can we have little Jimmy? Can we see the map again? Like, is there a nearby stream north of this that he can like take us out? Because we still do want to go save what's his face.
Sure.
Sure,
The
sure.
docks that little Jimmy is on are way down this direction. They're slightly off the map here. So if you want, that's another route that you could bolt down there and hop on a boat and head
Oh,
down
that's
river.
Awesome.
I think that's better.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
We'll do that instead. We'll go west to little Jimmy. I'll have little Jimmy. Hey, little Jimmy, you got to be ready. We're gonna pick and go. We got a little thing to handle. Here's 100 gold. Sounds
Are we still headed straight to
straight.
Aragon?
Yeah.
What are we
But-
doing in there? Oh yeah, because
Wait.
we're gonna go save Yoris.
We can't go back east. We have to go around.
Of course. Yeah,
Alright.
the river doesn't go all the way east.
I'm just checking you. Oh, here's Bobby. This is your new first mate, if you'll have him.
He looks at little Bobby, walks up to him, gives him a shove with one hand. Little Bobby makes a pose strength check. Oh, little Bobby does poorly, falls flat on his back. Little Jimmy shakes his head and goes, "No way. This guy's a chump. I don't take chumps."
You were a chump once, and now look how you turned out.
I
took a
certainly
risk
take
on
him as
you.
a first mate. Maybe
Alright,
you
take
could be
him.
a poop deck swabber, he says.
Little
How do
Bobby.
you like that, little Bobby? Little Bobby
I'll
looks
look
at
to
you
him.
and goes, Does that mean I can't be with you anymore? Have I disappointed you?
No,
Did I do something wrong?
you're just gonna. You
What'd I
no,
do wrong?
no, Bobby. Listen, Bobby. I have a cool mission that I gotta go on. I will be right here in a few days. I just need little Jimmy to look after you and teach you some things about ship manning.
What did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. And you know what? I'll give him my.
You said we could travel together.
We will travel together. I just have something to do that you can't come along for. I'll give him my 200
Why
GP
not?
amulet. I'm giving him my amulet. That's super sick and glows.
Okay.
I kind of like lean over and whisper at Pearl, "Are you so short on money that this man is running a nursery in his free time?"
I'll look to little Jimmy. Little Jimmy, I really need you to look after him and give him the utmost respect. Don't let anybody else bully him, okay?
I
He's
was-
my
We don't
project.
tolerate weaklings.
I
If he
think
can't
so.
prevent other people from bullying him, he's gonna get bullied. That's just the way the world is.
All right, little
Strong
Bobby, it
survive
sounds like
and the weak die.
it's time to grow the fuck up, little Bobby. go with little Jimmy. I'll give him my amulet, I guess. Well, no, I'm not giving him. I don't know what to give it. All right, here, little Bobby, and I'm gonna give him Barb. This is my first sword that I ever loved. It was 45 GP. I need you to hold on to this for me, and then I'll be back in a day.
It's
or
even
two.
better than this super expensive sword you bought me.
Yeah, it fucking is.
You don't think giving a
I don't
small lad like that a blade that's adorned with such wonderful jewelry isn't making him a target, Captain Barbo?
That's the point, Kumo. He's got to learn.
Wow.
All right, go
Gerald has
along,
a
little Jimmy.
All right, little Jimmy and little Bobby head off down to the docks.
Gerald has a song for tonight.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I need backup from the flute. And wait, what does Pearl play?
I have a lute and a flute.
All right, you choose. Here we go. There once was a party of Barbos. We started off with claims quite largo. We knew not what trouble we would bring. We've lost many. We felt the sting. Now this story we sing will lead us to our next thing. We venture out to adventure in this bleak world to see what next unfurls.
Wow, nice. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing flute playing, Kumo.
Thanks.
All right, so why don't you guys
I rolled for it,
position
okay.
yourself where you want to be?
Oh, you want us to position or something?
Yeah. You guys should be able to see yourselves on the map.
Let's go over this one more time before we set everything into action.
Yeah, the plan kind of confuses me.
Yeah, look at the roofs. The rooftops.
I see the rooftops.
So we're here. We're going to be shooting when we see Tavington get to this area right here.
Yeah.
You shoot from that. We're going to shoot here at the same time on Gerald's spark. And then
my God.
after both of our bolts hit, we're going to run. We're going to get invisibled. We're going to run west, take these horses, and we're going to go to Little Bobby's ship, or Little Jimmy's ship. And we're going to get on the ship and we're going to dick out.
We should put the horses further away.
Oh, I think we're going to be able to put them somewhere. I don't...
Yeah. These instead are the. I'm just creating the lances
Oh.
that will be coming your direction. Yeah.
Okay. So our goal is to shoot Tavington, light him up as much as we can, and then we're going invisible and leaving?
Yeah.
Then
we
I
gotta
toss a fireball, we invis, and we get out. Yeah.
Pearl, are you able to conceal yourself like that?
Yes, I can. I'll make us both invisible, and I'll give you bardic inspiration. I'm so useful.
Bardic Inspiration
So
is what?
useful.
Wait.
It gives you 1d8 on your next whatever you choose in the next 10 minutes from the moment I give it to you.
Wait, gives me 1d8 what? Like extra damage?
1d8.
Extra-
It could be attack roll, ability check, saving throw.
Okay.
So basically to hit.
Wait,
It's
real
amazing.
quick. How do we
Yeah.
feel about Tavington being like here when we do it? Can I cast my my Hexblade Curse like at this range? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's about 30 feet. Yeah.
But isn't
What-
the goal poison?
What's
but this
Hexblade Curse do?
gives me a lot of damage. But I
But
need
is
to be
that
within
also
30
counts?
feet to cast it. What?
Bonus action. Can you? Is your second attack a bonus action or a regular action?
Welp. You can attack with your packed weapon twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn, is what Thirsting Blade says. So
Damn. That's super strong.
Wait, so here?
what? Yeah,
said
so like
here? You want
right,
here?
basically like as soon as he hits that line, I guess. Right? As soon as he gets onto the concrete.
Well, the issue is us getting over, I guess. Well, I guess we'll be invisible and we'll be able to go around eventually, so. Okay, do you think that's fine, Gerald, here instead?
What?
Right
Let's
at the
see how he
spot?
sets up. Let's look at the setup.
Yeah. So this is going to be the force that is arriving ahead of him, and then he'll be on horseback.
We have an issue with
after his
fireball
two
range.
bodyguards.
No, there's no issue with fireball range. It's
No, I
150
mean, like,
feet.
If we shoot here, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have to shoot
Like,
there. He can shoot
we're
it.
gonna get fireball.
Well, he can shoot it farther back.
Oh, so we don't get hit? Okay.
Well, this is just the forward group, right?
Our
He's
goal
saying
is only
we
to kill
shoot
Tavington,
here.
okay? Right?
So
Yeah.
the death spot is right here for Tavington, correct? So you're gonna have to do your fireball back here.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like if I fireball, it's gonna be crazy. The houses are gonna fall down.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna be able to
Just
do anything.
don't hit it.
The real problem we have is the knights that are ahead of us. They're gonna come back. But
Also-
yeah, we'll be invisible, right?
Lily, real quick, can you tell me
Yeah.
what does Bardic Inspiration do exactly? Can you like paste in a
You
chat?
have-
1d8 to your hit
Two
roll.
Wait, what'd you say?
You have okay, I use a bonus action. I give you a dice that's within the next 10 minutes to attack, ability check, or saving.
Okay, so I get to add 1d8 onto anything I want?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
pretty
gotcha.
much.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Does
I
he have
can't
to
use
choose
it to
that
get
before he shoots?
No, after, but before I declare whether it hits or misses.
Gotcha.
That is so good.
Okay, cool.
God.
So this is more or less going to be what it looks like when he arrives. There's going to be this long procession of people, all of which will pass you. Tavington is going to be the colored one, the red, green, blue one. And then there will be more units behind him. So by the time they arrive in the position, there's going to be all sorts of soldiers in the city already.
Already have passed us, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's an idea. Why don't I just detonate a fireball here, and then knock down the rubble so these soldiers can't get back to us, and then run.
Wait,
Where
what?
is
No,
he? I'm
just
sorry.
fire. Let's just kill Tavington. As long as we go invisible, we should be able to run easily. There's nothing they can do, right?
Even if it takes us a while to get to Little Bobby, because we're like have to go around this river or something, like eventually, I don't think we can probably get caught.
The problem is the wizard.
What is he gonna do? Cast detect magic everywhere, or what? Or are we assuming that he has
Depends
like
on
true
what he
sight?
has prepared. There's a lot he can do.
I think he'll do it immediately as soon as like we're fireballing and dipping.
Where's the wizard, Koibu?
He was
He
right
is
here.
going to be. Let's see, there's another set. There's a set of squires, which will be on horseback. Get some like different horse squires. We'll use these axemen for the squires. We'll have 2 squires, and then we're gonna have a wagon with the wizard on it. Our wagon.
Oh shoot! Also, this is something I never considered. A weapon summoned via your pact, it counts for all intents and purposes as a magical weapon. What about a crossbow shooting bolts? Are the bolts non-magical? How does that work? It might not be relevant here, I guess, but
I don't think it's going to be relevant here, but I think the... Ooh.
because, like, for instance, there are some creatures where if you attack them with a magical weapon, you do normal damage, but other weapons were half damage. I don't know what bolts would count as from a magical weapon.
I think bolts fired from a magic bow are considered magic for purpose of hitting their enemy.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, just wondering.
Would a fireball impact be enough to blow the bridge, in theory, if I had to?
Probably not. It's a solid stone bridge.
Okay.
Maybe if you hit it like just underneath it in the right spot, it might blow the bridge. But you would certainly piss off every person in this town and any surrounding area for all time.
I don't think we're
the
ever
only
coming back.
bridge in and out of town.
Sounds like my style. Okay.
All right, so everyone knows your plan.
I'm saving Private Ryan in this stuff, man.
Yeah, I think we got it now.
The last thing that we've got for you from Wyatt, once he gives you the poison, is I'll just do it in Wyatt. There's one more thing. I know you're taking off after this, getting the hell out of Dodge, which you ought to. But I have a cousin in Stromheim who's got a rather large amount of money he's trying to move back here. He can't get it out on his own. That place is a mess. If you can find a way to bring him and his wealth back here, I'll make sure you get a handsome cut from it.
What's your cousin's name?
Grendel.
From what town?
Trondheim.
He's in Stromheim.
We need
You
to go
can-
there anyway to rescue a wizard, Kumo. Very
I
powerful.
Yeah. Only reason I'm telling you this is because I know that's where you're headed.
That's where we're
Grendel?
heading.
We'll absolutely
Grendel.
take that on. Shouldn't be a problem for
Good.
us.
And we need to bring him and his money back to Fendon.
He nods. That would
Very
be ideal.
Okay, so you're gonna get a message in your head from me at some point later, and then you can respond back, and we're gonna ask you what happened to Fendon. Okay?
Will do.
Okay.
If it's not safe, you don't bring that money here, all right?
we'll ask you
No,
if
we'll
it is.
keep it.
He gives you a wry smile. If you can check in with me, then you won't need to know right now, but just in case something happens to me, you can find Rendell in the tavern called the Busty Barrel. It's one of the cheaper taverns in Stromheim.
Okay, got it.
What size shoe do you wear?
I don't know. I just go to the tailor and he makes me one. We don't have standardized sizes because we don't have
Sounds like an inefficient system.
mechanized borderline slave
The
labor
Industrial
from
Revolution.
third world countries.
All right.
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
what was that word? Mechanized?
Mechanized.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, are we set up?
I believe you're set up, and all you got to do is wait for the thing to happen.
Okay, as soon as he hits the concrete, that's when we plan on going. So for this poison, are 2 of my bolts poisoned, or how does this work?
Yeah, so I think what's going to happen is you're going to have to set up ahead of time, well before they get here, and set up some sort of like tray where you can have the bolts sitting in poison so you can fire them one after another without having to like stop and dip them right away. So they will both be poisoned right away, and there's no like salvaging the poison.
Gotcha, I understand.
How many doses can we get on a bolt?
1.
So we're gonna have 3 doses in theory.
Yeah.
But this is lethal poison, is
This
it
is
not?
very lethal poison.
Yes.
He should die.
Yeah.
He should die.
And if he doesn't die, the fireball will probably make him die.
If the bolts don't kill him and the poison doesn't kill him, the
Then I like
fireball
that.
ought to. You know?
And if that doesn't work, blow the bridge.
Saving Private Ryan.
All right. So, let's get everybody in position.
Do we want to take a
here.
little break before we do this fight, or do we want to go right into
Absolutely.
it? Okay.
This is gonna be huge.
This is probably the best we've ever planned something out on the show.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't think there's any way any of this can go wrong.
No.
Oh, for sure.
Koibu's gone
Yeah.
And
soft.
with
He
that, let's take a break.
What's up, Lily?
I'm joking. Never mind. Just go.
I know you're joking. That's why I unmuted already.
Good joke.
Way to ruin it, Lily.
I got it.
What?
So we're live then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs. When we last left off, we were about to engage in an epic plan against Lord Tavington and his army of knights. Let's see what this group has in store for us today.
Dude, you should
Wow,
do all
are
of
you
our
like a
intros.
voice
You
actor?
Alrighty,
All session.
let's do it. You guys have been hiding on these rooftops in the very best positions you can get. Why don't you all give me hide checks?
Oh, real
Added-
quick, as I was preparing these bolts, right? I imagine I have to prepare 2 bolts, right?
Yeah.
I'll prepare one, and then I'll teach Pearl how to prepare the other.
Oh,
Oh,
Aww.
she's gonna mess it up.
Okay.
Man, you're so cool. Can I call you Kuma Oni-chan? Sorry.
What
I've
a
never
good-
had that nickname before, but if you insist, of course. All right. What do we're rolling for a hide?
What's a hide
at
check?
advantage.
Thank God.
Stealth check. Thank you, my Alexia.
No problem.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Sleight of
These are
hand, Lily.
all
Oh,
great.
shit.
These are all.
Sorry. Wrong one.
I
It's the
wouldn't have
same.
noticed. You should
It's
have
the same
got
roll.
That's
It's
perfect.
fine.
Better.
All right, these are all far more than you will ever need. So you are definitely well hidden up on these rooftops. The army comes marching in a company, really, not a full-fledged army. And you see the knights first trot past you. Then the soldiers come. There are plenty of civilians standing by, applauding, clapping, because there's an army riding through. It's something to be festive about.
Wait,
They're
is
gonna
the
be spending
three-
a lot of money in here.
The 3-dot thing, is that Tavington?
That is Tavington.
Okay,
The
as
only
you're
one-
giving
the
us
only
our
one I
explanation, you're not just going to like, oh, he walked by while I was describing everything and you guys missed your chance. Okay, just making sure.
Okay, but don't we
Never.
also want to engage him a little bit further back on the bridge?
Nope, we absolutely
Nope,
want to do
we
it
agree-
exactly
we
where we agreed
absolutely
to.
agreed
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that
We
was the
agreed on this
plan.
earlier.
It puts
Okay,
it in,
my
it puts it in
Hexblade's-
range of my Hexblade's
Yeah.
curse, but that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
30 feet.
I
Okay.
give him the bardic inspiration now, then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I got the crossbow on my character though.
Ooh, you should also have to pay 5,000 kappa for it.
Okay.
50
Alright, I will
gold
put-
for a crossbow?
For a
That's
heavy crossbow.
5 gold, right?
No, it's 50 gold.
Oh, that's fine.
He doesn't have the money.
1,000.
I do have the money.
Brad.
It's the 50
Okay.
gold I picked up earlier. Copper, what an amazing system.
Heavy crossbow. You should have it on your sheet as
I
and
do.
as an attack now. All right. So, what is the signal, Gerald?
It's a little, like a snap spark behind the chimney cross.
All right. The spark goes off. Captain Barbo, Kumo, make your attacks at advantage.
Here we go.
24
Do I get
is going to
stealth?
hit.
Woo!
Do I
Yes,
get,
you get sneak attack because you have advantage.
That's
right?
2d6? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 8 plus 6 is 14. Kumo, can I get your first shot?
Okay, so I've cast my Hexblade's curse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this would be shot 1.
21's gonna hit for 16 damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
And then my second shot?
Mm-hmm. 21 will hit for, 17 plus 6? Is that right?
Wait, 17 plus 6? Shouldn't it just be 17?
Don't you do 6 necrotic as well?
Nope.
Holy shit.
No necrotic. I'm not using
Okay,
that.
no necrotic.
I will be using, I'm going to use my Eldritch Smite here, though, to add damage. I can do, I think, this twice. Okay.
What about Lily's Bardic Inspiration? Did you want that to be to hit?
I can add it to my Eldritch Smite damage.
Does Bardic Inspiration go to damage?
Wait, didn't you say I could add it
Yeah,
to,
you
like,
can do
almost
anything.
anything?
She said it was either, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Increase in attack roll, yeah, right?
No, not damage roll, though, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
got it.
Cutting words can decrease damage, but I think Bardic
Okay.
Inspiration only buffs attacks.
I can't
Ability check,
use that
attack roll,
to,
saving throw.
I can never buff an attack to a crit, right?
No, 'cause
Okay.
it has to be a nat 20
Okay.
or 19 in your case.
Then these are my 2 attacks.
And Eldritch Smite
Does an additional
a
16
shit
damage.
ton of damage. And tell us all what Eldritch Smite is.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with your packed weapon, you can expend a Warlock spell slot to deal an extra 1d8 force damage to the target, plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot, and you can knock the target prone if it is huge or smaller. So since I cast every spell at level 3, since I'm a Warlock, it's 4d8 damage from an Eldritch Smite, and then it uses one of my 2 spell slots.
And you hit your fireball?
How's he looking, Koibu?
Well, he takes 3 bolts in the chest and falls backwards off his horse, hitting the ground heavily. And now he needs to make 3 special constitution checks for this poison. 1, 2,
Just fireball him, please.
3. All right, he's rolled some checks. You won't know the effects for him, but I've rolled them. He's lying on the ground. 3
Wait.
bolts sticking out of his chest,
Is he-
and the owl is right over him.
Well, is he dead?
Fires.
Let
don't
Gerald
know.
cast his thing.
Wait. Well, is he dead? Do we know if has he died?
How do you know?
So shut the fuck up. So I have not you, Koibu, sorry. So I have Hexblade's Curse. When something dies, it heals me. So if your cursed target dies, you regain hit points equal to your Warlock level plus your curse amount. So if he's dead, I will know that. I'll know at least. Maybe.
Except you're at full HP.
I won't feel like refreshed. Okay,
You would
before
feel
this
fresh.
fight, I had Lily poke. You're really gonna lure me that way? No way. No way.
You just
Absolutely.
said that people can feel magic. What
Yeah,
happened?
no way. I would absolutely know. I would feel my okay.
Okay. I'm just giving you a hard time.
He was fuming.
Yeah, he falls off the back. Let's see. What was the highest amount of damage you did in one blow? 17 and 16. That is 33 points of damage.
Go ahead, mate.
What is a level fighter's average HP? Here we go. So no, he is not dead. He is making death saving throws. Presently.
Fire erupts from my hands. Send a fireball straight in, surging forth.
Right.
No saving throw. He's prone.
Wait,
Give me your location for your fireball. Where are you targeting it? Where's the center of it?
It's gonna be a back radius. Where's my radius key? How do I draw it? I need a circle.
The circle with the thing that
Don't
looks
you have
like
a
the nail
fireball
sign
circle?
minus the head.
Just give me a fireball circle.
Okay. 25, 10, 15, 20. So it's something like this, I think.
Sounds good. Can I move it?
I can't let you move it. I can't give it to you to move, unfortunately.
Drop it back so that it's just behind, like just touching Tavington as he falls off the horse backwards, right? So
Correct.
drop it.
So you
back
want to be
about
like right here.
a little bit further, yeah, because he's fallen off the horse, right? So a
Right. I
little
mean, the
bit
horse
back.
is moving forward. He's falling back. This is the
Yep.
this is the spot. So you hit him here, and
Yeah.
roll me your fireball damage.
8d6?
You're hitting his bodyguard, both the squires, the wizard on the next cart with the driver, the oxen, the cart
Yeah.
itself. Roll me all your
8d6?
damage. I think that's it. Just click the fireball button, right?
Wait, there's a fireball button? That's great. I love
Don't you
it.
have a spell sheet?
Oh, I do. I never clicked the fireball button. Hang on. That's
Click
exciting.
the fireball button, man.
All right, that's my favorite button now. Here it goes. Woo!
All right, 30 additional damage. At this point, you can tell he dies because this is another 2 failed death saving throws on top of the 1 failed death saving throw he took from your last blow. Major Tavington, Colonel Tavington, is certainly dead, as are the squires, as are the oxen. The wizard is probably dying. The bodyguard is probably alive, but badly wounded. Major
He's in a-
Tavington is definitely dead.
The wizard's
I'm
in a
looking at
burning.
Gerald to
I think the owl was there to help and then got fireballed right away since everything was happening at one place. But you can resummon your owl later.
Yeah,
But it was
especially with my
collateral
book
damage.
and my little brazier.
Yes, your little brazier.
I'll look
I'm
at
gonna-
Gerald to
I'm running over. I'm hopping in Barbo's backpack, and I'm touching him.
At this point, we all need to roll fucking initiative because everyone is on alert now. So click your tokens, roll your initiatives. We will give these guys a group, and these guys a group, and these guys a group.
Where is the
bodyguard.
spellcaster right now? Can we see him?
I will give you a spellcaster.
I feel like I rolled pretty shit.
Warcaster.
The spellcaster is here and is presently. You did third. I guess he gets a saving throw. Probably at disadvantage because he can't see it coming. He definitely fails the saving throw. So he takes 30 damage. And
He's in huge trouble.
I don't think a 6th level wizard can. How much HP do you have, Gerald?
I have, let's see. How much HP do I have?
It's like 20?
28. 28.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have it. 5 times 3.5 plus 6 plus 5 plus maybe 6 here. Ooh, he's right on the edge of being conscious or unconscious. I need to roll a bunch of dice.
I mean, he's also in a burning cart.
Yeah. All right, he is unconscious as well. So the
Good
mage
shit.
is down.
See ya.
Okay.
All right. Knight and guard this person and this person, and they will roll shitty. They will roll super shitty on their initiative. All right, party. Gerald, you're the first one to go.
Warcaster, baby. Run over to Barbo, hop in his backpack to touch him, and cast Invisibility.
Boom. The two of you are invisible. Barbo.
I whisper to Barbo, Barbo, if you think there's an option, there's a spell book on that wizard, but if not, don't go for it.
How does the surrounding area look?
On fire.
How on fire?
Heavily on fire.
Where was the mage at?
He's marked on. He's on the wagon.
All right,
It's
I'm
probably
gonna
bad.
jump
Probably
here.
bad.
Well, not jump, but like go down graciously.
Mm-hmm.
I got 30 feet of move speed.
Yeah, but if you're climbing down these things quietly and trying not to attract attention to yourself,
Do you think that's a
you're
full
not
turn?
yeah, it's probably you're probably gonna be moving at half speed.
So
you
I get
already
to
climb
here.
at half speed, so what is this? This is like 15, 30. Yeah, that's half your movement, let's say, to get to
You think
there
that's fine?
quietly.
Cool. I'll wait.
Okay,
Already
Alright.
a hide action.
cool. I'm just gonna put Gerald
Dodge.
over here, and we'll just know he's in your backpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next up are the knights, and they immediately begin to fan out. We'll just have, the knight. We'll have the groups go, actually. That'll be better. So this knight shouts, "The roof! The roof!" And the guards begin to circle as far as they can. How far can you go? You can go 30, and then probably another 30 if you're just moving. This one's gonna come over to here, here, here.
Wait, could they tell where it was from?
I mean, a fireball streaked towards him, right?
Wait.
And
They
exploded.
were looking this way though,
They were looking this way. They hear explosions behind them.
so they
Ooh,
assumed
actually, the
these
knight
two
does
roofs?
poorly on the perception check.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough sell that they would know where the.
Could have been. It's a 100-foot spell. It could have been like.
Yeah, actually, they did poorly on their perception checks. I think these guys spend this round searching. That's what they're doing. They're looking around for shit.
I have a question. When
Yes.
Gerald casts invisibility, right? He hops into Barbos's backpack, so he only casts it once.
Yes.
Right.
If I hop onto Kumo's back, can I only cast it once? No,
No,
okay,
because
just
it's,
wondering.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a weird
yeah.
thing where he's.
We're using an inventory item to go invisible. So yeah, in your case, you have to touch a creature, but you just cast it at a higher level. You'll do the same thing.
It's bullshit, but Neil has.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Yep. All right. So the guards are fanning out, looking for the source of the explosions. They probably didn't even hear the crossbow shots hit. It's crossbow shot, boom.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Kumo, you were next.
I mean, I have to wait for. Pearl,
Yeah,
can I
you can
pick
just
Pearl up
play.
and like put her on my shoulders?
Sure, you can carry her, I think. Maybe what's her
Oh,
strength?
she's small, I guess.
Well, yeah, wait, how small is Pearl's character? This is like Gerald size, right? Almost?
3 feet, I believe, right?
Yeah, I
She
have.
weighs
Six- 60
yeah.
pounds or something. I don't know. Something like
40
that.
pounds, 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
His weight rules are very unforgiving.
Piggyback ride.
Don't think you want to do this.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just see how much I can fucking carry. 40 pounds? Yeah, actually, that's easy. I can do it without even being encumbered. Okay, yeah. Then I pick
Can
up.
I pick up inventory space?
You're a little bit too big to fit in a backpack, I think.
Okay,
You're not
just
quite
wondering.
Gerald
Wait, really?
size, right?
You can do it without being. How much?
Gerald, how tall are you?
I'm like very small.
Yeah, I think you're like
yeah.
2 feet tall or something.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I'm a
How much do you weigh
foot.
without her?
My total weight right now is 28.3.
Within 40 pounds? With
He doesn't
9
even
strength?
have a backpack for her to climb into.
But he's also
so-
got 9 strength. Well, he's talking about picking her up. He's got 9 strength.
Why are you
I-
lying
Okay,
against
I
me?
know what, I'll just...
Because I just
wanna
can't imagine with his weight rules you ever being
I
able
don't
to do
care.
that.
I'll cast invisibility twice, but I still want to piggyback right?
Yeah, fuck it. Look, I
Cast
added
once
40
at a higher
pounds.
level.
Koibu can confirm. I added 40 pounds to my sheet. It fits. No, I'm
His
not
shit's
encumbered at all.
fucked, isn't it?
68.
Hyper.
Yeah.
With 9 strength, he can. Because I don't even think I can carry like 60 pounds.
I just want to piggyback.
He is slightly encumbered by carrying her. His
What?
speed is reduced to 25. Yeah.
What?
we have-
Never mind. No piggyback
It's
right?
fine.
We'll be
It is fine. Nope, I'm doing it. Because you helped me prepare a bolt. Okay. Oh wait, I am encumbered. Oh, why didn't it update before? Okay, that's okay. I'm slightly encumbered. That's okay. Okay. So I pick her up and then I guess I can move. You said 25 feet.
25 for a move, and then you can use your action to move again.
Oh, 25, and then I can hop off here, I guess.
Sure, you
Or
haven't
maybe-
gone invisible yet, right?
Yeah,
Are
I know.
you-
Yeah,
or-
maybe I should actually like wait. I'll wait at the edge here for her to cast the invisibility next round.
Okay.
So, if I move to Kumo, I
Mm-hmm.
cast invisibility on Kumo. That's my turn. I can't do it to myself.
You cast invisibility at a higher level, and then you can touch both of you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I will do
Yeah,
that.
So using one of your 3rd level spell slots, you can cast it on each of you, and you will both turn invisible. I'm going to mark the invisible people with an invisibility icon.
Did you jump on his back? Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes?
Did I?
No?
You should be.
I
I'm
don't know.
carrying you, right?
Okay, yeah, you're carrying her. That's fine then.
How much weight does
Sure.
Lily have on her character?
Can we not? Like,
Wait, how much weight do you have on your character? Oh, maybe I can't.
No.
Well, you're carrying her. I'm interested.
She's got
16 pounds.
So she's 56 pounds now.
Okay, I have 56 pounds added. It says I'm just encumbered. My weight is 84.3.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yep.
You're fine.
That's half movement, right?
No,
Nope,
it's 5
nope, It goes
penalties.
down by
25?
5 each time you gain a category of encumbrance.
Okay.
All right, perfect. The bodyguard, not the bodyguard, the second in command goes. Now, this is the guy that was standing right next to Colonel Tavington. He makes his perception check at advantage and still botches it. I think he was like picking up a water skin or something when all the explosions went off, and he failed his dexterity saving throw, so he's blown off of his horse as well. He's getting to his feet, looking around, drawing his sword, and then runs to Colonel Tavington's side and tries to resuscitate him, tries to bind his wounds. He makes a successful medicine check, but it is too late. Colonel Tavington is deadsies.
And he's able to be over here without being burned by fire and stuff, right?
Oh, the concrete's not on fire, right? The buildings are. But as we saw, the fireball mostly hit back in this direction. So he's okay for now. The guard patrols ahead will also start fanning out. They didn't see anything from that way. They don't notice where it comes from either. They're all professionals, though. So they will begin to fan out and look for a source of enemies. So they spread the brick out. Something like that. And the squires go. Did they see anything? I'm sorry, the bodyguards go. They did not see where you guys came from either. None of them beats your, what was that, 13 stealth check that you had? That was the lowest, yeah? 13. None of them
Yeah.
can spot you guys. So they will dismount and also try and help Colonel Tavington. or look at what's going on back here. Maybe one of them comes down this alleyway, looking for something, looking for anything. The head roads are all blocked off. And we'll come back to the next person, which is Gerald, who's in Barbo's backpack. So we'll skip him and go straight to Barbo.
I can do something. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I am going to create a silent image of like a little gnome rushing away from the scene in maybe this guard sees it, and this here I'll show you, and he's gonna head this way into the farmland.
Okay, you want to make a silent image over there.
Yes.
You probably can't see that because you're on Barbo's backpack, right? So you can't see through this building.
What about here, and then they can go that way?
Somewhere over here or whatever.
This guy will spot it, scream out, but...
Yeah. We'll do that. So he's gonna be over here instead, and then rush this way.
All right, I got a rules lawyering question for you. Are you ready to rules lawyer, Devin?
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah, it is. All right, invisibility says a creature you touch becomes invisible until the end of the spell. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
Yeah.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So if you're an invisible person with another person in your backpack, and that person in your backpack casts a spell, does it break invisibility for the invisible person?
No way.
It wouldn't, but the thing is, I can't even cast silent image anyway because it's actually concentration. So I'm gonna and invis is concentration. So I basically am not gonna risk that. I keep forgetting about concentration, but that's why I didn't take the action as I was looking at everything. So yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. But to answer your question, I would think that it would not break the other person's invisibility.
So you're saying if we get
magical,
we get an army of humans with gnomes in their backpacks and all the humans are invisible, you could have an entire army of invisible archers that never break invisibility?
There's a YouTube video about this.
I feel like you can see the gnome inside as long as because they have to somewhat open the back, so there will be some aspect of it to be able to be seen.
Okay. So if you have to open the backpack to look out, then
you can see the little gnome or something. But I don't think the whole human.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm gonna. So you're right. I'm going to. I'm gonna set. That's my turn. Unless you want to give me 2E invis from Malachi.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealthily walk to here.
And
then I think that I'll end my turn there.
So you carefully move to the edge of that building.
Yep, carefully move to here.
Okay, the knight still doesn't see anything. Shouts to her men to spread out! Shut down the city! Someone close down the bridge! And 2 guards will run through the flaming mess bravely, trying to push past carts and wagons alike, and make it for the bridge. They can only get this far this round, though. Oops, you stay there. One of them will try and resuscitate the mage on the next round. Mage should have made saving throw. He fails. Those guys fail. Everyone's almost dead. These guards will spread. Looking. This one's going to burst into that building. This one's going to burst into that building. These 2 come into this. This one comes into here. Kumo, it's your turn.
50 feet of movement, I believe, will take me here.
Sure, but you are on the 3rd floor right now, so you just jump falling 30 feet. That's 3d6 falling damage.
Okay.
For both of you.
What, are you okay? Wait, for both of us? Shouldn't it just be for me because she's on my shoulders or whatever?
Well, then you damage, you lose.
66.
Wait.
Can I?
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Lily.
Can I cast Featherfall?
It would have to be on your turn.
Breaks invis, doesn't it?
If you take damage, it breaks invis.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Casting a spell breaks invisibility.
Can we, how much movement is to climb off of this?
You can slowly climb down with the climb check if you'd like, and you can make it, it's a third, you're on the rooftop of a third, it's 30 feet below you. You can climb to the bottom with a successful climb check.
Okay, and what is climb? Can I do acrobatics for that?
Yes, acrobatics or athletics.
14?
That is good enough. you can scale down the building with Little Pearl on your back.
Okay, and then I can do 25 feet of movement in one direction now?
No, that'll take you move down at half movement, so it takes all 60 feet of movement to go down here, or you get most of the way and drop the last 10.
Okay, gotcha. I understand. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, Pearl, it's your turn. You're on Kumo's back.
I'm just chilling.
Cool. Who's this? This guy's going to try and he's going to come over and take a look at the mage, see what's going on with the wizard, try and fix him. He will stabilize the wizard, but he needed the wizard's see invisibility spell, which is why they brought him, because they're dealing with a gnome wizard. That's not going to help him right now. He can't heal him with anything. He will move on further. The rest of these are the guards who are now searching all the buildings, including climbing to the rooftops of them, but it'll take them a while to get all the way to the rooftops. Place is swarming. This guy cruises along here, looking around, heads down to the river. We will have him dismount and just wade out to this. If he can make a strength check, he does. Looking from that side, Gerald, it's your turn.
Pass. I'm waiting for Barbo. Barbo, let's get out of here. This is
You never
looking crazy.
moved this person since last round.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, this guy would have come down here and is checking this side of the river and looking all around. There we go.
I come down this last 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm able just
Carefully.
to drop down, right?
Yeah, you can lower and drop. That'll take
Okay, cool.
10 feet of movement or so.
And then I'll go 50 feet
Okay.
to here.
Go for it.
Yep.
Give me a stealth check at advantage, because you're moving past these guards. You're invisible, but you're still making some noise.
Nice.
Oh my god, you're fine. You sneak on by, no problem.
They hear wind in the
rolls.
other way.
All right. These people are still generally searching this area all over the place. So, Kumo, you're next.
Okay. What's with Lilium? I can do 50 feet of movement.
Yep.
Okay, then I will move in this direction.
All right. And there are some people nearby. Give me a stealth check at advantage, because, again, you're invisible, but you're still, like, tromping across grass and over bushes and shit. 21 is a great invisibility stealth check. They don't spot you. Pearl?
Just chilling.
Alrighty. I think we can almost step out of combat here. One of these scouts is going to, not scouts, Squires is going to head back and grab the cleric from further down that's been hanging out inside a building, or not a building, in a wagon, but won't have the cleric back in time. And that brings us back to Barbo, assuming Gerald does nothing.
Gerald?
Yeah. What you're saying will work, but you're crazy to do it.
Oh, it's too late. We're going this way.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys are going. Everyone is searching. I don't think... how far are you from that guy? Nah, you already made a 21 on your stealth check. You're fine.
Let him
I
roll
think you
one.
guys
See if
can
he
just
rolls a nat
escape.
20 to
I
see
made a
us.
27. Oh, you meant him, sir.
Yeah, see if the guy rolls a nat 20 to see us. Make it exciting. Oh, okay.
Rolls a 6.
That's
Doesn't
pretty-
hit.
Pretty high.
I think you guys can fuck off in this direction. I'm going to give them one more check to see if someone picks up on your footprints or picks up on something else somewhere else. Does anyone have... I'm going to pull out my good D20 for this one. Anyone have... No, it's not good enough. Go back to your pit. You guys can make
Shame
it
him.
down the river. You find
We're
yourself
out.
at the docks. That little Bobby,
Little Jimmy.
little Jimmy owns. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and find little Bobby.
Well, you get down to the docks. You see the bar. You see the ship that you're supposed to be taking. It's got little Jimmy and a few other people on it. The boat seems to be ready to go. They're kind of just standing around waiting, looking up the river at the fire burning from the houses
Jimmy.
near the bridge.
We're ready to go. Where's Bobby?
Let's get out of here.
He starts looking around going, "Who said that? Where are you? Show yourself!" and pulls out a saber.
I'll come out of invisibility with
Yeah, we drop
action?
invisibility.
Alright, you drop the invisibility. He spots you and waves you on in and into the hold. And as soon as all 4 of you are in, he kicks off the ship and it pushes down.
Where's Bobby?
He's here.
Did I see him?
He's down in the hold somewhere. He kind of.
I need to see him.
waves.
He's very important.
All right. You find little Bobby curled up in a coil of rope with a black eye and a broken nose.
What'd you learn, little Bobby?
That I'm a little bitch and I need to get stronger.
Sounds about right. I'll cut his rope.
No, he's just like a rope is coiled and he's sitting in it. He's not.
Oh, you didn't even get out of it? Oh, I'm just gonna say, all right. Well,
he's
come up
just
when you
sitting. Yeah.
come up when you're feeling good.
All right. And you guys can hop on your boat and head down the Lamb Dune River. Okay. You start making your way down the river, and about 20 miles downriver, little Jimmy comes down to the hold where you guys are and says, I think we have a little bit of trouble. There's a ship coming after us. I don't know if they're coming after us or if they're just coming down this way or who they are. They ain't flying any flags, but I don't recognize her.
How often
like
is it that a ship would be in the ocean, not flying flags? That would be like a
These
huge
are rivers.
rivers.
So the smaller fishing boats never fly flags.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah,
Is
what
this a
size? What
fishing
size? What
boat?
size boat is this?
Smallish fishing boat, but there's some armed people on it.
How many armed people?
2
Two.
that I could see. Mm-hmm.
Are we able to outrun them?
Well,
Shakes
outrun
his
them.
head.
Hold on. I mean, can we go up and take a gander at them and see what they look like?
Yeah.
Why do we?
I mean, we shouldn't be too worried. They might just be messengers or something. If they're actually people that are going to attack us, I'm going to blow up the boat.
Can I run up and then try to get an eyeful? Like, how far away are they? How fast are they
I have
approaching?
navigator's tools and good perception.
Yeah, can we use like the seeing eye thing? Oh wait, I can send my fucking owl's dead. Never mind.
Fucking owl's dead, right. So you can hop back onto the deck and take a look. They are maybe 400 feet behind you on the river, slowly gaining on you. They've got a smaller craft, and they are, pushing and pulling their way down. You're in a little bit of a bigger ship, so it's going to move a little bit more slowly.
Can I take a perception check on them?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
18 passive.
They looked like armed guards. It
ones that
looks
we saw
like a
before?
knight and a squire. One of them, the squire, has a crossbow. The knight has a sword and is standing at the prow of the ship, impatiently tapping his foot.
Are they
These
wearing
maybe Tavington's
Tavington
men?
colors?
Yeah, they're wearing his colors, but there's only 2 of them.
Maybe we should just go to the bottom of the ship and invisibility it up again.
Wait, let's just slow down and see
Um,
what they want. It's only 2 men.
It's 2 men, and we have an entire group on board, and I can blow their boat anytime.
Yeah.
Okay. If you
Let them
guys
come
wanna deal with
forward.
it.
Little Jimmy looks at you incredulously. You want me to pull over for him?
No.
Just let them catch
Just
up.
like
They're gaining us,
slow down a
yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Okay. So he tells his crew to stop paddling, and eventually they begin to catch up.
I would like to know before when the boat is
Alongside.
within like whoa. Okay, so can you tell me when the boat is about 100 feet away?
Sure,
Yeah.
you get to within 100 feet.
Yeah. Aye, who goes there?
The man in the front shouts ahead, "Envoys of Colonel Tavington! We're looking for people who have left Fenden. Pull your boat aside. We need to board."
My hand lights up.
Wait a second. You're not gonna fireball the boat.
Why not?
Is our boat faster than them, or are they really catching up? Wait, how
So
large is our
they're
how large is our boat? How many people are reasonably expected to be on our boat?
You have a fairly large ship because you're actually going out to sea and traveling all around. This is just like a little boat that goes up and down the river. So they can move pretty quickly.
Something doesn't feel right. Why would these 2 men think they could pull us over?
Guess we're never gonna find out because I'm gonna blow that shit up. Unless you
Blow it up.
I don't think we need to
Tell
use
them-
I don't think we need to use a fireball.
tell them,
this.
ask them, why are we pulling over? What do they want?
I will shout at
ask
them.
No.
No what?
What?
You shouldn't
What do
be
you mean,
shouting
no?
at them. You're
You
the
already
gnome.
shouted.
I know, he told
I'm not
you
gonna
to
shout. They know who I am.
Exactly. Just let him climb aboard and I'll fucking take him out. It'll be real quick and easy. Koibu's soft. He's not gonna fucking kill us.
Yeah, sure. Let him.
Whoa! We should blow the boat from a distance. If they climb aboard and they're like super mages or something, like
It was just
We
a
should
hard
be able to
fight.
ascertain if they're super mages.
It was a knight and a squire. I looked at him.
What if
Alright,
it's Goku?
Jimmy.
What if it's Goku?
Jimmy, we should wait. Pull the boat over aside and let them hop on it. We'll see what they have to say. We can rob
I'm a
them.
pirate.
It's good metal.
I never let anyone board me.
Do not.
Even to
Yeah,
rob them,
orders.
Jimmy? Isn't that
Totally.
your job? Isn't that what you
Do
guys
not
do
give-
out here?
Orders.
Oh, we could rob them. They would be like us boarding them, but even easier. I like the way.
Exactly.
reverse
They're
boarding.
bringing the treasure to us.
Oh, that's so much better. Why don't we do this all the time? He slows his boat down enough that the other boat pulls alongside.
It's
the
Goku.
knight reaches over to the railing because your ship is a little bit higher.
I'm
than
hiding, by the
his.
way. I'm taking full cover somewhere, and I'm like out of sight. But I'm
Okay.
watching. Okay.
All right.
But they're
The
only
knight
looking for me.
grabs the rail, pulls himself up, and scrambles onto your deck while the other boat just like latches on and drifts beside you. The man
What about
looks
the
to
squire?
you and looks to.
Wait, who is
little
you?
Jimmy. You is Kubo.
Kumo. Okay.
Kumo.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
who's been talking to him thus far. Looks between the two of you and goes, kind of looks at Jimmy, who's got the trappings of the captain, and seems to be like walking like a captain while you're sort of, got your land legs still on. Seems a little bit confused, but looks at you as if you're in charge and says, you just left Fenden, didn't you?
That we did.
Why?
Why not?
What's your business? Where are you bound?
What do you think our business is?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking. In the name of Colonel Tavington, I order you to tell me where you're going. He
I don't
says,
take
and
orders
rests
from
their hand.
Colonel
Still.
Tavington. What business do you have boarding our ship with 2 men?
Colonel Tavington has been injured in a botched assassination attempt.
Could I kind of like stop looking at him and I kind of look over at their boat like I'm just kind of like eyeing what's on it. It's mighty brave for 2 men to step aboard the ship of a bunch of people accused of killing a colonel and his crew.
I haven't accused you of anything. I just want to search your ship for those that might have stowed away. And this is when little Jimmy steps up and goes, "Excuse me, I'm the captain of this ship, and you're my prisoner." And little Jimmy draws his saber.
I'll draw mine.
What do they have on their boat? Do they have anything of value or anything good at all? Or
No, the other boat looks like it's just some like random fisherman's boat that they've co-opted.
oh, gotcha.
I drew mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me to roll
Should have
initiative.
blown the boat.
Okay, I kind of like, can I reach over with my leg and just kick off their boat? Like I undo the rope and just kick it off.
Sure, but this man's on your on deck.
Yeah, I know.
I'll deal
Okay.
with him.
Yeah, and they've just got like a little grappling hook attached to your rail, so you can kick it off. It plops into the water, and that's when we should roll initiative.
Can I see what is happening? Like, what is the size of our boat, position of our people? Do you have a token for that, or can you draw something for us?
Sure, I will make us a boat token.
Yeah.
Also, where's my character on the map?
I will make them all appear. I'll do it the hard way then.
Oh, Jimmy's a badass.
Should have rolled as Jimmy.
You should have.
We don't.
You'd still be
need
Bobby.
That's true.
Galleons. No. We want a smaller boat.
I feel weird about taking Bobby from his parents, probably.
He
Kinda just
admires you so much.
stole that kid. They're probably dead.
Okay, here we go. So if you look to the south over here, this is going to be your ship. And let's get you guys on it. It should be a little bit bigger. There we go. That's almost the right size.
What's little Jimmy's ship's
That's
name?
perfect. I'll look it up again later. I've forgotten its name. I think I told you last time. Captain Barbo, Gerald.
That's an initiative, baby.
I remember I'm like undercover wherever that is.
Right.
Yeah.
And just in case it's not clear, this area all back here, which you're about to see, is inside. Like that's the inner section of the deck. There's these stairs
so
go
there's
above it.
And there's a level above, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stairs go above. And we will get one knight who has stepped aboard. All right, so where is everybody?
I would
Gerald,
have
you're
been kind of
hiding.
over here chilling. Oh, you're gonna be over
I'm
there?
hiding, but I want to have line of sight.
Okay, so you're probably hiding right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
And Pearl, where are you?
Can I be next to Kumo?
Totally.
Yay.
Okay.
I need no one within 5 feet of me.
What? My initiative thing is. Hang
Has
on.
it worked?
It might be.
Wait.
Did the squire come up or not?
Yeah, wait, didn't the squire come
No,
up
I
with the
got
knight?
it.
No, the squire has not come. The squire's still on the other ship.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that should. What just happened should not be possible because I have a 5 to initiative.
Unless you rolled
That
like a
was
D0.
a D20 plus 2 is what you rolled.
So that's not right because I have a 5. Yeah, that's not good.
Where's your plus 5 coming from?
War mage.
Oh, that just gives you plus 5 initiative, period.
And bonus, which is 5. Yeah. It's a 5/5. You said you said it before.
Okay, yeah, I believe you. Oh, you get your int bonus to your initiative is what Warcaster does? Got
Yes.
it.
That's why I took it.
Got it.
You want me to
Even though
reroll?
he'd get a 0.
No. I will
'Cause he's
adjust your
down.
character sheet a little bit later. Just add 5 to it manually.
Snap.
Can't find my little Jimmy token. Where's he hiding?
Don't worry, you won't need it for much longer. Oh wait, never mind. You said Jimmy, not Bobby.
No, stop.
Here we
Better
go.
not kill Bobby.
Well, that guy's freaking huge. Okay.
All right, so he is here, and the knight would have been talking to the two of you. Pearl probably would have been slightly back. There we go. This is perfect. There we go.
Perfect.
So the knight gets to roll initiative, sending, and you get to roll.
Whoa, this guy moved mighty close to me.
It's alright. You gotta deal with the square.
Okay. Yeah, so there's another ship just off to here with just the squire on it, and it's not doing anything. The first person to go is going to be Captain Barbo.
Flanking.
Yes, that is flanking.
I'm gonna attack twice with my short sword.
We're attacking him.
Oh,
Are
we're
you doing
killing this
lethal?
guy.
Oh, hold back lethal.
No, I'm doing lethal.
Okay.
Lock's gone.
Well, I mean, we could question
25
him,
to
but okay.
25 definitely hits the knight with 18 AC.
So that hits for 21.
Okay.
And then here's the second attack for 9.
Nice.
30
Pearl.
damage off.
And I have fancy footwork. No, I'm just
Yeah, just stay there.
Pearl.
Pearl?
Oh, my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna take out my rapier and charge at him.
All right. You go forward and stab. 20 will hit. 7 points of damage.
Damn.
Excellent. Kumo.
The squire should still be relatively close to us.
Yep.
Can I take a shot at the squire?
Yeah.
21, 11 damage.
That'll hit. 11 damage will
21.
roll the Squire's con. He's effectively a first level fighter, so he has at least 12 con. At least 14 con to live. He has 13 con. Oh, so close. Nope, the Squire takes a shot in the chest and topples backward onto the deck of the ship, unconscious.
Unconscious. All right, and then can I aim at the knight? I'll declare non-lethal with a crossbow. I guess I'm trying to shoot his leg.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah, I think so. And then do I get advantage on that if it's a bow and if it's flanking? Or do you only get advantage on
no,
flanking
that's
on
gonna
melee?
be just melee. Yeah, just melee.
Are you 100% on that, Koibu?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are you sure I don't get advantage?
I'm sure you don't get advantage. You'll
I
hit
feel
the
like-
knight for 10.
The
If
14
anything,
hits?
it's provoking a-
No, 14 doesn't hit.
Oh, 14 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good call.
Sorry.
If anything, it should provoke an attack of opportunity.
Why? Does he
I
have
see.
Sentinel or?
No, but I think if you're shooting someone with a crossbow while they're waving a sword in your face, you're likely to expose yourself in some way and they'll get a free attack on you.
That sounds like some homebrew stuff, but okay. I
Uh,
missed my shot
might
against
be.
him.
Gerald, it's your turn.
Light fire spreads from my hands. I cast fire. No, I'm kidding. I will swipe a hand. Hey, did you hear the one about the gnome? He couldn't find his tome. Tasha's hideous laughter on the night. Disable him.
All right. Knight makes a wisdom save.
That's right.
11.
That's quite a fail.
And begins to crack up laughing.
That was a good joke.
It's pretty hilarious. It's so hilarious that the knight doesn't do anything on their turn.
Mm-hmm.
And actually drops to the ground on hands and knees, chuckling to herself because the situation's hilarious. She found the murderers, and she's gonna die to them too.
Get him, little lady.
We should take her into the holds and question her. She might have some information for us.
Yeah, she's
Telling
done.
it's your turn, Kumo.
We can tie her up or whatever.
It's
so if
little
you guys
Jimmy's
want.
turn.
Little Jimmy makes his attack roll. He gets advantage because she's prone. Nope,
Attack
he still
roll.
doesn't make his way through her plate, plate and shield and everything. And it rolls around to Captain Barbo's turn.
We can tie her up if you want. He's
I'll just
done.
knock her out. Non-lethal.
All right, give me a roll to hit. You have advantage. She's prone.
She did. Well, not dead, but
20 damage is enough to knock her out. She's down.
okay.
Okay,
Do with her what you want. Let's
Alright.
get this boat moving.
let's get this boat going.
gonna-
You'll notice
Fire.
on the fishing boat, poking his head out of the little like fishing boat hut, is probably the owner of this fishing boat, the person who's actually steering it and driving it and everything, who pops out, sees the squire with a crossbow bolt out of his chest, looks over towards you guys, sees your faces, and like ducks back into the little hut on his turn.
Fireball
I'm
the
gonna
boat.
Down there. I'm gonna grab the squire.
The
and knock
owner.
on the door for the man.
So you hop onto the other little boat.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do so. It is slowly pulling away from you guys, but it's not.
Wait, I thought
fast
it was
enough
tied
to-
up.
No, wait,
He
I kicked it
the
off.
thing off. It's slowly pulling away. It's not away yet.
You got enough time to kill him.
It's only going a mile or two an hour.
I was gonna
faster than
blow
you.
the boat.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh, hello?
Does he open it?
No.
I'm gonna try and open it.
You can feel the knob turns and pushes, but like he's leaning against it on the other side and leans
Give me a-
back into you.
Opposed strength
You
check.
need a post strength check, yeah.
Is that a?
Ooh, just pure strength check.
How do I do it every time, baby?
Whew, he rolls an 18. I doubt he has.
I had a
18
natural
strength,
20.
though. He might have 18 strength. It's a possibility. Hold on.
Sure.
He's 18. He's like the
He does
whole.
not have 18 strength. Okay. You push the door open. He stumbles backwards, scrambles on his hands and feet, and says, "I swear, my lord, I didn't. They stole my ship. I didn't have an option.
An intimidating.
Don't kill
tone.
me.
I'm gonna ask him. How do you feel about Lord Taving?
I never heard of the man.
All right.
Barrow, if you hop off that ship, I'll take care of it. Just let me know.
We're not murder hobos. If there's anything that Lockett taught me, it was we don't kill innocents. You,
Okay,
sir, are
just make
free
sure
to
he
go.
doesn't talk.
Don't tell anyone of this.
Bring the man out here. I don't trust a man whose face I can't see.
I'm not bringing him. I'm gonna grab the squire, sack of potatoes, bring him up on the ship, and like kick that guy's boat off.
Can I hop over to the ship as he
Yeah,
does that?
You can hop on over to the other ship. You can see the guy.
I'm
through
gonna
the
stand in
doorway.
his way before if he can hop over.
No,
Like-
we were doing so well.
Stand in his way and be like, "We're not killing innocents."
We can't let this guy go. He's already seen our boat. He knows the direction we're headed. And
He's not
actually,
gonna
I don't know. I don't know, my lord. I know nothing.
All right. Well, I say we leave the decision up to Jimmy. Jimmy, you're the boat who's going to be identified as soon as this man makes shore. If you want every
I'm gonna
person
give
on this
Jimmy-
land to know that you were the ones that helped us murder Lord Tavington, it's completely up to you. But I think it
I'm
should
gonna
be
give
Jimmy's
Jimmy
call.
a stern look and be like,
Jimmy
that'll
crosses his arm.
for sure make you the most noteworthy pirate in all of Fenden's general area.
I think we could use a drunken fool. Bring him aboard.
fine
I'll
with
buy
that.
him a silly hat and he'll dance for us.
Sounds good.
I'm fine with that, Jimmy. You can go grab him, Kumo, if you really want to, but Jimmy wants him alive.
Right. You guys haul him up onto the ship. His own boat just gets set adrift. You guys make it down the river.
How old is
without
this guy?
Any other problems? Little Bobby?
No,
Little
no,
Jimmy?
no, the old boatman.
Oh.
Does he
the
look like he can
boatman.
swim? Just curious.
I don't know what that looks like.
He's a fisherman.
Well,
of
like,
course
is he
can
like
swim.
fucking crippled?
Koibu.
Like, is his leg like barely working? Like,
He's
if
not a cripple, no.
Okay,
But he's an
alright.
older gentleman. He's in his 80s.
okay.
Koibu,
Mm-hmm.
I'm firebolting that bolt once everybody's off it.
Fire bolting.
I'm lighting it on fire.
Okay.
But
So you'll like
Yeah.
stand by and just
why?
like firebolt, 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 like over and
Leave
over.
no
until it
evidence.
Catches. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
gonna sink.
Gerald is so jaded now.
Gerald has changed.
Listen, I've been
Gerald's
through some
changed.
shit, okay?
All right. And as the
Yeah,
boat
no. Like
heads
Steven.
down, sorry, the Lamdoon River, I have a question for Pearl here. You ostensibly came to sing songs and tell stories about great adventurers and stuff. What is this story shaping up to be?
I'm following a group of pirates, pretty much. I guess. Hold on, let me put my push to. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
I'm a little disturbed because, like, I didn't know who Tabington even was,
Mm-hmm.
and I helped them poison him and kind of kill him, maybe, right?
Not just kind of, but you know,
Well, the knight said a botched assassin attempt, right?
that's true.
So I thought that meant Tabington was still alive.
It does imply it, but you're pretty certain that you killed him.
He's dead.
This is mixed information.
Okay, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So what?
Okay.
How do you
Jesus
feel about
Christ.
all of this, though?
Hold on.
She's
Hey,
gathering her
Emmy
thoughts.
does that.
Hey, dog, come here.
Peasants in your world can't probably write, right?
Most people are illiterate. The vast, overwhelming majority of the population is illiterate.
How many people are on this boat? How many people are in Jimmy's crew?
There are 12 people, not including yourselves, on this ship.
Okay.
Not including yourselves or your captives.
Can I walk up to Jimmy and make a suggestion?
You can, but he's currently with the rest of his crew, and they're looking at like people's socks, and oh, here's a colorful sock. Let's put it on his head. Oh, it's too small. Let's cut
Yeah,
it up
that's
and
fine.
stitch it. Yeah, they're all chatting.
Aye, Jimmy, as a man of the sea, don't you think it's only fair that this man should at least prove he can swim if he wants to join your crew?
Why?
Isn't he like 80 years old?
Yeah, what good is it to have a sailor out here that can't even make his way to the boat from shore if he needs to swim?
He's not a sailor. He's a fool. He'll be my jester. And if he
Komo's
falls off
looking
and
quite the
drowns,
fool.
then he falls off and drowns, and that's his problem, not mine.
All right,
That'll be
sounds
funny,
fair to me.
Jimmy.
All right.
We still have the night. We gotta go talk to her.
Where is everybody positioned on the boat right now?
She can confirm if Tavington's dead or not.
Where is the old guy positioned on the boat?
The old man is now thrown in the underside of the hull, being tied to where the mast comes down there.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. Um,
So we have a
So-
captured knight.
you do have a captured knight. Eventually, she will come to in 1d4 hours. That's well before you hit Kershwick. So later that day, you guys are on the boat. And you've got this knight before you. Little Jimmy insists on being in on the interrogation. Nothing happens on his ship without his permission. And of course, he's going to be here for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is she awake?
Yep, she wakes up.
What's your name?
I am Kel Winter.
That's a pretty name. Right, guys?
I'm sitting back against the kind of corner of the ship, just arms crossed, looking on.
Cal Winter, if you had to bargain for your life with some piece of information, what do you think you would offer us?
We're not gonna kill you, though.
I would say kill me now.
Oh. Huh.
Indeed. If it's going to be like that, if we want to prevent something tragic, like all things, we can solve this with magic. I start a ritual for read memory.
The best spell in the world.
I can finally use this spell for some application.
She looks at the wizard and back to the rest of you and says, "What sort of witchcraft is this?"
Oh, the most darkest kind, little knight. You are in for quite a fright. Are you sure you don't want to talk now? Or maybe your head goes, ow.
We're not
You're
gonna
the
kill
ones,
you, though.
aren't you?
The what?
You're the ones who attacked him. You're the ones who tried to kill.
We're the
My
ones
lord.
asking the questions. Now, what do you know?
I see why this one's a warrior, not a wizard.
She shuts her jaw tightly and glares at all of you, resisting
her mind.
interrogation.
And so I shall. I'm preparing the
Alright.
ritual.
Okay, 10 minutes later, it goes off. And let's just take a look at, was it read memory?
Yeah. So this is our homebrew spell. Yeah.
Right.
While he's doing that, can I gag the knight?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't say anything.
What was the spell that we were pulling from?
Some
Called?
2E one?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which 2E1 it was. You don't happen to remember, do you?
Don't.
No, I don't. Sorry.
Okay, that's my own fault for not writing it down somewhere. It was read memory, modified memory, emotion. What one was this? Wasn't modified memory. Who was the first person to cast this on you? Do you remember? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
it was that wizard.
Was it the wizard in the tower?
Yeah, the one that we delivered the giant to.
Right.
And then he taught me it as a result of the reward. And we determined, I'm pretty sure we determined
Oh,
that.
here it is.
Yeah.
I found it. Thank you.
Okay.
Memory read, not read memory. Subject allows. Oh, that's the priest version. Damn it. Okay, whatever. We'll just use it as. Receives a saving throw. Okay, so he gets a saving. She gets a saving throw against you. A wisdom save,
Against my spell DC, right? Good luck.
which is what?
A lot. I think it's at least 16.
Nope. 5 is all she
Okay.
gets.
That will not do
Not
it.
good enough. You can go ahead and parse through her memories.
So let's go see. Was she at the battle or the event?
Certainly, she
Yeah.
was the first commander of infantry directly in front of him and his guards.
So let's start. I'm gonna weave through her thoughts and travel the channels of her mind and start to try to piece together in chronological sequence what happened after we left. What did she see?
She immediately started searching the premises. Then one of the higher-ranking officials told her to grab some men and hop on a boat. And she went towards the docks, but then there are all these sketchy figures, so she sent the rest of her men through the docks to, look for possible murderers, because it looked like there might be murderers here, while she and her squire hopped on a fishing boat and went down. She never saw Tavington. She never heard about his condition. The botched assassination attempt is definitely a lie that she is intentionally telling.
I look for. Is there any other? I look in the annals of her mind. I'm trying to determine if there's anything that she was commanded to do when she came to Fendon. Why was she there in the first place?
She is looking for a gnome.
And that was all she was
Evil
instructed.
gnome.
An evil gnome.
yeah. She's got your general description, and if you like flip forward in her memories, you can see that the moment she woke up and spotted you, she recognized you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
She's here to look for you. Yeah.
So, just traveling backwards a little bit, since she was a knight of some power, does she have some rank? Right? Does she have any? Forward knowledge of what Tavington was doing and what his plan was? What was she told about that?
No, she doesn't normally work under Tavington. She has been brought in as a what do we call it? Like a borrowed knight, sort of like Tavington borrowed some forces from a nearby noble, some ground forces to like search the town because his own knights are a little bit too high ranking to do that sort of like brunt labor. So she and the rest of the infantry were brought over to scour all of Fenden, tear it to shreds if they have to, looking for the gnome.
So she was a hired mercenary noble knight.
I wouldn't say a mercenary, more like lent from another noble, right? She's part of the official Drekis military under a different lord who is friends with Tavington.
Can he tell which lord?
Yeah, I'm actually going to need you to make me like an intelligence check to parse out that detail of information.
I can do that.
Opposed by her wisdom for that level of detail. Where's her wisdom? Nope. Yeah. She's a retainer to roll some stats here for our friend for a Lord Thornington.
Okay.
I'm not great with names.
You're not just gonna make another villain now that's Lord Thornington instead of Lord Tavington, are you?
No.
Okay. So I will. Okay. So she wouldn't have known anything about what Tavington was doing until she joined on. Before that,
Right.
So
Right.
She has never heard anything. Okay.
She knows that you murdered his son, or at least she has heard that you've murdered. Yeah, that you are directly responsible for the death of Tavington's son.
Okay. As I search through the memories, anything else that I would need to, that I would find in general that I'm not looking for specifically? Maybe emotional imprints that were strong in her mind, things like that.
Sure. Give me another int check.
Okay.
Yeah, you will get a sort of a fear sort of beating in her. She has a family, and she is sort of the sole breadwinner for the family. Her husband is an artist and doesn't really do much other than like paint and draw. And this war was her ticket to like make some money for her family and set them up. And now she's worried about what's going to happen because her layabout husband certainly is not going to be able to support her kids with the art that he produces.
Gerald puts his hand over his hood and pulls it aside, sighs to the side, looks to the rest of the party. This knight has caught herself in a lie. Lord Tavington did die. She knows nothing of that nature. It was a bluff. And now this knight is, I believe, to be innocent. She has a family and supports it herself. I think perhaps we wake her up and make some sort of deal. Maybe it's not this one's time to die. There's been a lot of death, and maybe we should not waste another breath.
What deal would we possibly make with a knight like this? We should just kill her and be done with it.
She's the only one of her kind that supports a family that's entwined.
I kind of like look around like behind my shoulders to see if he's talking to someone else. I'm sorry, you must have me mixed up with a man who cares. What business do we have with her life or her children? Orphans are created every single day. How many orphans do you think you created with that fireball you threw back there in that town? I raise my crossbow and I ready a bolt. I just loaded. I haven't pointed it at her yet, but I have a bolt loaded.
Is she of nobility? From the way she spoke, could I see it?
No, she's definitely not a born noble.
I have something that I think could just appease everybody. How about we take her tongue? She can't talk about us. She doesn't know how to read, probably. Just hearing her speak.
She doesn't know how to read? You don't think she can learn to write? Why would you risk somebody who can identify us?
What is she gonna do?
Not only
right?
that, but this is a world. This is a world where at least I have a very this power. It maybe stand to reason that Tavington soldiers mages have other similar abilities.
Oh my god, you guys are murder hobos.
I look to Kumo. I am no stranger to death, my friend. I just try not to make it a trend. If you are to do this, I shall not stop you.
Guys,
I raised my crossbow and I pointed at her face.
I'm not gonna stop you.
stop it!
Pearl, why?
Can I
It's possible,
run?
if not, we all die.
Is she still gagged? Oh.
What'd you say, Pearl?
Are we really talking about killing her right in front of her? You looked into her mind. She's just an innocent person. We don't have to
Go
kill
ahead,
her.
Komu.
Think about it.
Pearl, if it's between her life and ours, would you rather we die instead? She comes back, brings an army at our heels, and
We'll
we
just
die?
run away. We'll run really far away. They can't catch us.
I've learned in this world that you're still young. You still have much to learn, and I appreciate how much you yearn for adventure, but sometimes in this world, people die and darkness covers the sky. And
thought you were
at times there's no other option.
I thought you were a man of action, Komu. Go ahead, pull the trigger.
I'm sorry, Pearl. I suppose this will be a darker chapter in our adventure. And then I pull the trigger.
All right. It hits her in the face. She doesn't dodge, resist, or anything. You're at point blank. It goes through her, and she will bleed to death. She'll fail some death saving throws unless someone wants to specifically help her. Yep.
I kind of just Gerald just sort of steps aside and looks up at the hold of the ceiling of the wood. Just tries not to cut himself on how edgy this fucking scene is.
Little Jimmy goes over and picks her up by the ponytail at the back of her head and just lets her head flop forward onto the deck again and gets a smile and goes, "Good! You're my sort of people now. I can trust you all. For a moment there, I thought you were a bunch of sniveling, land-loving, sloppy-faced cowards." And he gives Pearl a specific, nasty look and sort of snorts.
Jimmy, do you want to make Bobby into a man? Bring the fool over here.
What do you have in mind?
We're gonna have little Bobby kill him. This is his test.
Kill who?
The
You guys are killing more people?
Wait,
The
kill.
old sailor.
Can't kill my fool. I need him. He's gonna make me laugh.
I'll get you another one. I'm more interested in what Bobby will do. A proper one.
You can find some other person for him to kill. This is my fool, Jimmy says.
He really wants that fool. All right, I guess I'll find another.
All right.
We've already done what we must. Let no other souls go to dust.
You guys are all murderers.
Well, welcome to the
You
party.
have much to learn, my little halfling.
Welcome to the party. Without Locke, we make good decisions real quick.
I know it seems distasteful, Pearl, but I mean, this knight willingly joined the cause. I mean, how many people do you think she's slain in cold blood under the orders of some ruthless lord or some
We
landowner?
don't have to stoop down to their level, though. She had a family.
And how many families have we ended because of our actions already? I've only been with you
Two
guys
wrongs don't
for...
make it right, Kumo.
It's not about two wrongs making a right. If you want to defeat the opponent before you, you have to be willing to fight with whatever tools they fight with.
I nod at that.
I throw my hands up in frustration and just go walk to the edge of the boat to think.
Okay.
Did the squire die, Koibu? Or was I able to
Yeah, he's
stop
dead.
the... Well, I think I needed to roll.
No, I didn't roll
saves.
checks for him. Fail, pass.
Am I able to save
Well,
him?
wait, we just left him. We
Well, I
left
brought
him
him
there for the last 4
I
hours
brought-
with a
I brought him
crossbow in his
on.
chest.
Okay, he died. Okay.
Yeah, he died. He
I just
failed
wanted
his-
little Bobby to kill him. But we'll get that later.
I just
Okay.
feel like I'm getting flashback to Midori's character. This is exactly what happened. Alright.
So,
Stay positive.
Midori
Shit.
would have fit in with this party.
No, Midori, don't you remember she started off as a really nice, wholesome cleric, then people started dying, and then she became all emo and shit, and then killed herself? It's gonna happen to Pearl too.
No,
Sure.
remember,
Fit
you
in,
always
though.
have a choice in the direction of your character. You don't have to do that.
That is true.
Yeah.
So the ship continues down the Lamdoon River. The journey is quiet, I believe. Been a tough day for everyone. Pearl,
day,
I'm
this is a good day.
particularly
It was a good day.
interested in where Pearl is, because she's eventually going to be writing the stories that people will know and sing about these people. So,
I'm.
Are you using real names? Are you even writing stories about this?
I am. I'm writing notes every day. Like it's like Pearl's diary. It's very crude. There's like drawings and stuff, and it's like, today, diary, I found that I am traveling with a bunch of murderers, and I believe that I may have helped out in one of these murders, and I am overwhelmed with guilt. I'm not sure if I should continue traveling with them, but as of this moment, I will to see what this path will lead into. Maybe there's still hope for them. You know, maybe they're not all that bad. I mean, when I first met them, they weren't that bad. Stuff like that.
Okay. Right. Well, the ship eventually makes it out to Kershwick and the Briny Bay.
Actually like this town.
You'll make it past Coxport and through the shallow sea, and eventually out past Outlast in a few days.
How long does this journey take?
It will take you, I think, the better part of a week to get to your destination over in Eridon.
Okay.
I think
believe
we
you
were
guys wanted
talking
to be
about landing here
landing here and marching across.
and marching. I thought that's because you said
Yeah.
all of the demons are this way, so yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we had discussed.
We could stop
So-
in Shrine and tell Locke's parents. I'll look
Locke's
to...
parents are up in Rockwave. It's pretty far.
Fuck. Man.
Yeah.
While we're traveling on here, since I noticed that Pro was so distraught over the last thing, I kind of like approach her and I say, "I'm sure we'll
I'm
travel."
writing.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm like writing furiously.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
find
fine.
somewhere.
We'll find someplace nicer to go after this. I'm sure all of our travels won't be as dark as this was. And then I kind of like slide her like a little note because I still have the parchment that she gave me, and then I drew her another picture.
Oh yeah.
Can I see the picture?
Hey, look at this one. Cringe shit. Ugh.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Wait, you should draw her and you.
No, I'm good. It's just like a nice place that we could go to, okay?
I take the parchment and just kind of mumble things without meeting his eye.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna teach little Bobby about the ship and how things work and make him swap the poop deck.
Sure. I think this is probably the appropriate place to end for today. I didn't know if you guys wanted to go our full time because it's getting late for the East Coast people.
Is there any
Did you guys
small
wanna
stuff
keep-
we
It's up
can
to
wrap
Midori.
up? Or? Yeah. Well, Midori and
We only
Devin.
have,
Well,
like,
Lily
one-
and Devin.
What?
Yep, Lily's fine, and then that's up to Devin then.
I am here
No
until
pressure.
you guys are
We
done.
have 11 more
All
minutes, right?
Let's take a short break. Well, we have 11 or 71 minutes, depending on how you want to do it.
11 minutes, please. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
11
then-
minutes it is.
It's
Well,
really
wait.
late.
Yeah. Then let's just finish. Is there any
This
small
is a
stuff we
perfect
can?
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This
Yeah.
is a perfect spot to finish on this mood. So let's.
Wait. So where are we headed right now?
We're
So
going.
we are
You
we
go
are
ahead.
going to Eridon, and we are going back to we're going to land, and we're going to go back to Stormheim to try to rescue Yoris, and also to follow up on Wyatt's
For Grendel.
request
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
for Grendel. Yeah. So in Stormheim, Yoris is being held captive by the Queen, and we're going to try to talk to the Queen to get him out of there, and hopefully that'll trigger some other direction.
Okay.
I guess there's one last thing we can do. Is you wanted to check in with Wyatt, right? Once you had gotten a certain distance away, you wanted to.
Yeah,
tweet
sure.
him?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
tweet
go
him.
ahead and send your tweet.
Okay. Wyatt, hello. Escaped successful. Tavington dead. On our way to Stormheim. How are you?
All right, and you will get back from him. My people have escaped, but Fenden has been sacked.
Wait, that's it?
No, hold on. 10 words. He gets what, 25?
Yeah.
Fenden has been sacked. Best to stay away for a few weeks. I expect the crown to intervene. And that's 24.
What's the crown?
the ruling nobility, the king, the queen,
Mhm.
the rulership, monarchy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we will leave with Colonel Tavington dead, Fenden having been sacked by what remains of his army, looking for the gnome, Wyatt and his crew escaping. You guys on your way to go pick up some money, get a good guy out of jail, and sort of piece together what's left over. Your country, I guess if you can really call it your country, Mystria is still waging war. I'm sorry, Drekis is still waging war against Mystria. They have overwhelming numbers, and as soon as the spring and summer warring season comes along, they will probably finish overrunning the rest of Mystria. As for what's happening in Eridon, who knows? There's crazy demons all over the place.
And what do we know anything about Vicious?
Last you heard, he was sacking Copper Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then right now, the Crown of Domination is being held by the one guy?
Malachi.
By Malachi in Bontheris.
For us to access that, are we able to do that without him being there? Like, can we travel there and get it? Or do we need an interaction with him again to do it?
No, I think you can probably just go and check.
Talk to Jeeves.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
All right.
Steven, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was episode 17 of Gnomes, Gnomes, and Catacombs. Devin, you want to shout your stuff out?
Sure. I am Devin Nash, twitch.tv/Devin Nash. I will be hosting the after show. Even though it's late, we're still going to be talking about a full recap of the event on twitch.tv/Devin Nash, which I will link once in chat if you want to go there and get ready. Really hope you guys enjoyed the show. We had a really good time putting it on, and much love. Hope you guys had fun.
Lucas?
Just follow my YouTube. Trying to do YouTube shit. There you
Cool.
go.
Lily?
Oh, okay. I have an art Instagram. It's instagram.com/staycomfy if you want to look at my art and
Oh,
stuff.
that's so cool. I'm going to follow it now.
Yay, thank you.
And Koibu?
Come by twitch.tv/Koibu Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific for some critical feedback. If you want help running your own campaigns or playing in your campaigns, or you need ideas for stories or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, that's not it. It's not Stay Comfy Chew. It's just Stay Comfy. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Stay Comfy. It's not Stay Comfy. Choose. Someone took that.
You said 3 p.m. on Mondays or Fridays?
Fridays.
Wait, 3 p.m. Fridays PST for Koibu stuff. Okay. Well, hey, thanks a lot for joining us. I believe that we should be returning to a normal schedule next
Hopefully.
Wednesday. We should all be here with nothing going on. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Have fun. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.